Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going, Rejects? Defragged. Dr. Nick. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. I was gonna do I Expect You to Die 2 or there was another one. Beanstalked. What was it? Beanstalker. They were both VR, but I'm running a little bit of a fever today, so I'm not gonna push that button today. What's going on, Palm? How you doing? That was what is it? Something and Receive You. Receive and Turn You from Yakuza Like a Dragon. It really made me want to redo that fight. I may do that later, but I'm gonna play Encased for now. And I didn't turn on my camera or anything. Hang on. There we go. What's going on? I made some enchiladas today. Classic. I put that in the food channel on Discord, but in case you didn't see it, here's the wrong screen. Here's the right screen. There you go. They're pretty good. Also, look at this camera on this new phone. Wow. I'm digging this camera. You can see how I need to clean my stove too. Don't tell Mom. My desktop audio is once again going out of my Vive, even though every time I plug it in, I tell it not to do that. I hate this menu too. This is where the real pros go to change their audio levels right here. Disable. I don't know how many times I've done that. Every time, it ignores it. Anyway, this could have used a little bit more time in the oven, but that's okay. It still came out pretty good. So, last stream, we'd been asked to find a bunch of things to repair the emulator. So that's what we're trying to do. We'll try and repair the emulator. We'll get the items we need. Some of them look like they'll be a pain in the ass to get, but that's okay. Right. We just beat up these guys here. And we're leaving. You're cooking too? What are you cooking? Anything good? Hopefully something good. A truck falling on its side and riddled with bullet holes. Your mama. Empty. Let's see. Needs an updated driver. Right? Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. Nice, nice. Head to the Magellan's reactor section to find out the cause of the power outages, which I believe is here. Let's go and see. I have to admit, Not a huge steak fan. Making your way between the dunes, you kick something concealed beneath a thin layer of sand. The object rolls away from your foot, describes a brief arc, and then comes to a stop in front of you. It's a skull. That's an interesting way. Describing an arc is like, you know, it's just weird. The interesting way to put it. It's valid English, I know it is. But although you've never seen a skull like this one, the bone, or is it some other material, is pure black. It has the form of a human skull, but is much smaller. And where the frontal and parietal bones should merge on top, there's a small pair of horns. Pick it up. Despite its modest size, the skull is quite heavy. The creature wearing it must have had an unusually sturdy neck. Do you wear your skull? I mean, I guess if you subscribe to the idea that the shower thought that you're a brain inside of a skeleton inside of a meat suit, but although maybe it's not even a real skull. You never know what to expect in the dunes. You put your find in your pocket. We just stole the skull? Okay. Yeah, not a huge steak person. I like steak like in things, like steak quesadilla or something like that, but just like a steak on a plate, eh. Enter location. And it could very well be that I haven't like had a steak the way I like it, you know what I mean? But my father, bless his soul, likes his steaks well done. Not well done, but done enough. Strange skull. Item received. Look how haphazard this is. Oh, this game. +1 defense, -1 evasion. No, wait. +2 deftness, -4 fortune. So it's a curse. Do you think precision comes into play with punching? Guess we can find out, right? Can he wear the skull on his head? No. That would actually be kind of funny. I don't usually go out of my way to get steak, put it that way. A bunch of equipment. Trash container. Nothing. What's everyone doing up there? Oh, they're all rats. I hope we don't get in a fight with them. Could you imagine how far of a run it would be around to find them? Bunch of junk again. A stack of equipment. Paper. An empty beer bottle. Classic. What's going on here? Nothing. There's no, like, ambient music either, interestingly enough. Fire extinguisher. Did we just take it? I guess we did. Search. Oh my god, look how small that lunchbox is. A show soda and Sam the Salmon Fish Snacks. Classic. Grab a little sody pop here. I mean, a coffee pop here. Interestingly enough, the coffee doesn't wake you up. Where's my coffee? It cures your thirst. Oh, and it gives you the coffee modifier. I wonder if maybe the coffee modifier gives you less sleep. I'm at 469. Oh, yeah, it totally does. It does 200 worth. Oh, good. Oh, now we're at 69 fatigue. Nice. Bunch of junk. Another fire extinguisher, which we pick up all the way over here. I got some, what are they? Crescents? The bread? From ShopRite. I've been enjoying them. I think they need it to be a little bit more buttery, though. Task for today. An enormous phallus in blue ink takes up the whole sheet. Yep, that sounds about right. Classic. Welcome to the stream. Shotgun pellets and some used up ammo. Nothing really going on inside of here, though. Ellswood Mason. Okay, so there's people here that aren't me. I can use the hog. A green light on the loader dashboard indicates that the vehicle is working and ready for a ride. Start. Press the start button and drive. Yo, we just drove somewhere. Whoa. I wasn't done looking over there, though. I wouldn't mind if there was a way to determine what is north and what is left. This looks like it's north up here. All the cars around here are old and rusty, but this truck, although broken, looks brand new and shiny. Just like it came off the conveyor belt. There's something wrong with its shadow. What? What's that supposed to mean? I purposely ran past to not get shocked. Isolator engineer gloves. Electrical equipment. High-capacity power cells. Galactic Adventures of Captain Laser magazine issue. The hog. Yeah, you gotta squeeze into the hog, right? That's the meme. Wow, that actually took off a lot of damage. Getting hit. Another coffee machine, nice. Oh, it's broken. Oh, but there's coffee in the counter. Okay. Dismantle it 'cause it's broken. What does that get me? Fatigue, bolts, springs, shotgun pellets. Interesting they put shotgun pellets inside the coffee maker. Hopefully that doesn't make it into your coffee, but I suppose if you want a little extra kick. 2 combines and a pair of scissors. A telephone. A massive rotary dial phone. You pick up the receiver and press it to your ear. You hear a continuous beep. Walk away. Bunch of junk, okay. Search the med box for some papers. Very good. A locker for, let's see, a Science magazine issue. Business Today magazine issue. Bone saw issue. Search various devices. Junk. Cool. Another fire extinguisher. Another fire extinguisher? They sure give you a lot of fire extinguishers, man. Let's see. Use terminal. Good day, Cronus employee. Enter the command to open the desired menu item. Mail. Open messages directory. Syscheck. Open the system configuration interface. Log out. Log out. Enter the mail to see messages. You enter the command, but nothing happens. The terminal is frozen. Move away. Oh, really? Syscheck. Damn. Lame. Alright, might as well go talk to this guy, huh? See what kind of trouble we can get in.
Hi there.
The black with the dreamy smile is talking to himself in a slurred voice. The entire loose surveillance service, and the boss's chair is empty so far. Haha. Wish that was my chair. It'd be fun. Ignoring you, he takes a long pull from his flask.
Have a good one.
Alright, well, he seems to be doing something.
Howdy.
A man in blue wing uniform is standing in Magellan Station's empty parking lot. Frozen in an unmistakable position, he's urinating right down on his feet. Wait till he finishes. Having wrapped up his affairs, the blue turns around and stares at you and hiccups in surprise. Oh, darn, hey. Weaving drunkenly, he approaches and shakes your hand confidently. His fingers are wet. Aww. Damn it, he says again, dazedly examining his palm. Attempting to apologize for his behavior, he pats you on the shoulder with the same wet hand. Excuse me there, Chief, it happens. Staggering wildly, he returns to his previous spot and stops to sway in place with hands on his hips, as a proud conqueror surveying his domain.
Hope to see you again soon.
Gross. We got pee hands now, boys. Just what I always wanted. It's not even our own pee. Bunch of stuff. Use the elevator. Freaking pipe wrench. All right. CPS. Compact power source. Let's look under the car's hood, huh? Red Jupiter, Moon, 72. As you look under the hood, you find a small, shoddily made piece of machinery. A rotor with a mesh body, into which a glowing wire-wrapped rod has been inserted. It looks nothing like an engine, but this device should set the vehicle in motion. Move away, huh? That's not what I meant to do. I don't know how the hell I did that. Nope, I meant to put it away, not to reload. Thank you. Scan it. Experimental car, huh? Sorry, Dr. Nick. I did overtime yesterday, too, although it wasn't all week. It was just a couple extra hours. The car's cramped interior is upholstered in cheap plastic that's already starting to warp under the desert sun. There's a bobblehead on the dashboard. It's holding a tiny electric guitar. Honk the horn. You press on the chrome disc in the center of the steering wheel. A hoarse honk resounds from beneath the hood. Try starting the engine. You turn the key, but although the indicators on the dashboard glow with a weak greenish light, nothing else happens. My boss took Friday off because a coworker took Thursday off, and so my boss worked late, and so I had to close the building with my coworker Friday, so I stayed late. Which kind of sucked because I wasn't feeling well all day, but then by the time that rolled around, I was feeling a little bit better, so I was like, all right. How do you even get in here? There we go. I suppose mine wasn't mandatory. I could have had my coworker do it and just said, see ya. Although he probably wouldn't have been very happy with that. In fact, I'm a little surprised he didn't do that to me, but... I don't think I need 35 of those. Although, I don't know what I'd do with the empty ones, so maybe I should just have done it. I don't know. Fuck it. Craft all. Get out of my way, dude. Bunch of shit. Bunch of shit. A tape recorder. Pick the old safe here. 400 combons, alright. Not bad, I'll take it. An interesting, window into the bathroom, is that? Yeah. Weird, okay. I mean, I guess it's not into the toilet area, but still. Don't think you necessarily want somebody poking their head in on you. I'm getting full on encumbrance. I could use a storage location. So, yeah, I need to look up here and look over here and look over here. The rats are down there. Gun brush, cleaning rod, and weapon parts. All right. Like how we can't search the wooden crates, though. Transition into the garage door. It's locked. And there is no way to unlock it. Perfect.
Hey, somebody. Salutations.
What, mandatory overtime being illegal? A pale baby-faced technician looks at you hopefully. Listen, could you please do me a favor and give the lift control panel a poke? Otherwise, the damn thing won't go down. Ask him how he managed to be stuck. The blue spreads his hands sadly. Simple. The emergency override failed because of a faulty installation. Everything in Magellan is half-assed, so it's not exactly a surprise.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Thank you, Explorer.
G'day.
The technician clasps your hand for a sweaty, overlong handshake. God. The technician clasps your hand for a sweaty, overlong handshake. Wow, thanks. I'd been stranded there if it wasn't for you. Seems like everybody needs something all the time. But when you need something, there's no one around. I have a spare battery on me. Decommissioned, but it still works. Take it, please. He looks at you gratefully in the eye.
I'm back again.
I mean, it's all part of your job description. I'm sure it's not mandatory, like, legally you have to do it. However, you know, it's one of those things where you don't want to look bad, I guess. I don't. For me, I get paid overtime, so if I do overtime, I'm getting paid for it. I mean, technically, the way New York State works, I'm not getting paid right now, but my job your first 200 hours of overtime are like buffered. They like store it, and then when you leave, they pay it back to you at your highest salary. So if you do a shit ton of overtime when you're paid, like when you're new and you're paid lower than when you end up leaving, you actually end up gaining more money. It's just you don't get it immediately. He probably could have climbed out slowly, yeah. The technician tiredly wipes his sweaty forehead, then tosses his cap on the floor and tramples it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wires, you piece of dog shit. You blew everything, you stinking wino. No directions, no money, no jack fucking shit. God damn it. I could have left for Carmine Heights with the guys. When he's done letting off steam, the blue picks up his cap, dusts it off, squints at you, but says nothing and returns to his work.
Nice chatting.
It was nice chatting, yeah. Head into Magellan. Whoa. Magellan Station main elevator. Are we stuck here? Use evacuation ladder. Elevator control panel. Muffled click of buttons. Head into the ventilation hatch, I guess, and see where we go. Fiber optics. Oh, I thought his name was Derek Eric. I was like, what? Derek Elkser. Hello, my name is Derek Eric.
Well,
The stranger bounces back and turns his flashlight on you. Herman, what the... Hey, who the hell are you? Politely ask if he can repair the elevator. The blue looks at you for a long time. Okay, get in the elevator. I'll send you on your way. The technician thinks for a couple seconds. I'm going to switch the electricity on for now. The elevator will move as soon as you reach a pile of cases behind him that collapse with a crash. One of the containers falls open and a small glowing object bounces out on the floor. The blue stares helplessly at the thing, then back at you. I didn't take them. It was Herman. Yeah, Herman's the thief. Ah, fuck it. The blue pulls a monkey wrench from his belt and deliberately steps towards you. Attack him. He suspects something. Good.
you punch like a robo kid.
What? What does that mean? Oh, I don't have enough action points to do that. Right, I can't punch on a diagonal, damn it. I don't get that. You can't. It costs 1 action point, but it wants you to move before you punch. Uh-oh. It froze. Oh no, the game froze. What the hell? Game, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just want to play a game. No, fuck off, Microsoft. little annoying, but we do have an autosave in the elevator room. Probably when we entered.
Couldn't you get normal ones? How am I supposed to sell it? Speak quickly.
Ask what he's doing here. Instead of answering, the blue points to the patch on his shoulder. Magellan Technical Service. Communications, elevators, ventilation. Why do you ask? Tell him, ask him if he knows why the elevator stopped. The technician looked uncertain. Well, this is a planned stoppage. I just wanted to check on something. I politely ask him to repair the elevator. The blue gathers his thoughts. Not sure I should let you go. How do I know you won't report me? He takes a cautious step in your direction. Initiative 20. Tell him honestly you haven't seen anything suspicious, right? Stun him with a sudden blow, then attack.
Hope to see you again soon.
I have 8 AP. This is probably a mistake, but... Oh, no, we got him. I feel like he's shooting gear right in the back. Alright, he ran right past him, but... He's gonna go run for him. Interesting, okay. There we go. What does he have? A letter to Derek Elxer. A thin sheet of paper folded in 4, slightly worn at the folds. Electrical equipment. Bolt. Search the relic case. What does he have? Oh, unidentified metal relic. Evasion. No. Learnability up. A small relic, typically blue in color, but sometimes glowing unnaturally bright, mainly in shades of red and green. Learnability up, but initiative down. Gear already has a huge initiative penalty. I like how the gun princess gives me -6. The relic gives me -3. My belt gives me +1. My boots give me +1. My reconnaissance gives me +1. And I have fired up from the coffee I drank gives me +2. And I'm still that -6 from princess is not great, but I'm okay if gear falls back a little bit, I think. Electric motor that powers the elevator. Oh. Metal locker. Nice. Search stack of equipment. Below just equipment. Elevator console. Steady electric buzz. Oh, very good. What does this valve do? It releases deadly gas. It actually does. Oh, God. Don't walk into it, you fool. It won't budge. Okay. Gas. Gas. give Gear the experience bonus. Hopefully he learn abilities faster.
Floor level -1. Lobby.
-1.
Salutations.
A young woman in a silver wing uniform is sitting in front of you. Her badge reads Elizabeth McLean, Administrator. She smiles with a friendly manner as you approach. Hello, welcome to Magellan Station, the last stronghold of civilization under the dome. Would you like to register? Ask why the turnstiles won't open. I'm afraid only registered citizens are allowed to enter Magellan Station. According to the rules, only people with a select drone are subject to registration, utters Elizabeth. Reply you'll get along without registration. Though you refuse, the silver reacts with a smile. Well, if you happen to change your mind, feel free to address me.
It was nice chatting.
Yes, thank you. Access denied. I can't even hack it. Wow.
Attention! Attention! Signs of illegal activity detected.
Who's saying that? The robot? Edward McKinsey.
Glad to meet you.
A young man in a silver wing uniform is sitting in front of you. He's busily writing something, but perks up as soon as he sees you. He drops his pen and instead of picking it up, adjusts his badge. It reads, Edward McKinsey, trainee. Oh, I mean, hello. You are here for registration, aren't you? Let me welcome you. No, wait, we're not at that point yet. Edward squints at a paper describing various scenarios and their associated text.
I hope to see you again soon.
All right, I guess we have to register.
Good day to you.
Give me a second. Tell you decided to register after all. The girl administrator is loudly slamming stamps on some documents. She looks up from her work for a second. Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't pass up this brilliant opportunity. Let's proceed with the registration process. With real enthusiasm, she plunges into the documents spread across her desk. She folds the documents neatly. Sorry, that's an outdated form. This one is for oranges. There, found it. Elizabeth clears her throat. In accordance with Decree 332-29, a brief history lecture is required before registration. The first expeditions under the dome began in summer 1971. Those who participated, listen carefully. The lecture isn't all that bad. It summarizes the main points and events from large periods of time, but is nevertheless extremely informative. You learn not only about the first settlements under the dome, but also receive some practical information. For example, the fact that stamps and signatures can be received from heads of departments, and the dangerous relics should be delivered to the White Wing after filling in form number 1.7.9. When she's finished, Elizabeth smilingly hands you a piece of paper. The briefing is complete. I hope you memorized everything. Please take this registration form to the second window.
Come back again.
Glad to meet you.
Edward's eyes wander over his prompting instructions. He hastily puts it away as you approach. Hell, citizens, let me congratulate you. Today is your... Oh, sorry. You're here for registration, right? Registration form. Pass him your registration form. Edward carefully reviews your form, mumbling under his breath while you patiently wait. Well, well, well. So, initial registration, briefing. Oh, that's it. You should have already received a briefing at the first window. So, now you have to do a an easy test consisting of 3 questions. Are you ready? Okay. Edward clears his throat and attempts to put on a business-like face. His shaking hands and squeaky voice totally spoil the impression. However, so yes, here are the questions. Question number 1. Which year did the first settlers begin to work in the dome? State confidently that it was 1971. Edward puts a check mark on a sheet of paper. Yes, you answered correct. The next question. What form do you need to find an unregistered relic? Form number 1.7.9. Edward adds a cross to his paper. I'm afraid that's wrong. Oh, hell. Sorry, you gave me the correct answer. The young man hastily scratches out the X and writes a check mark instead. So next question. Who should you go to for stamps and signatures after receiving Form 9.4.1? The head of stamps and signatures. The head of department. The silver puts down yet another check mark, then exhales in relief. Yes, you answered correctly. The test is finished. You may go. Oh, wait. I have to give you the second briefing. Sorry, I'm having a camera discussion on the side.
Attention. Please handle relics carefully.
McKinsey adjusts his collar in a businesslike manner, glances at his list of prompts a couple more times, and starts briefing, struggling to keep his voice steady. So, yes, hello, future citizen. Let me begin my briefing with... Hell, what do I begin with? Barely controlling his anxiety, he finally proceeds into the briefing, which is riddled with opaque phrases. It's utter bureaucratic rubbish. Edward keeps blushing, tripping over his words, and blushing even harder. Please note that in the case of contact with an enemy, it is recommended to follow the General Military Instruction, 7th edition. The only exception with impact is impact with FOPs. Contact with them must be avoided at all costs. The silver raises his finger up. Finished with the briefing text, the trainee sighs heavily and sits back in his chair. Ooh, that's the end of my briefing. Please go to the first window. Oh dear. Oh dear, yes. I almost forgot. Give me your registration form, please. I have to sign it. Edward returns the form and falls back in the chair again.
Nice chatting.
Come on, don't be shy.
Elizabeth is filling in some forms, but looks up at you as you approach, a smile immediately filling her face. Welcome again to Magellan Station. Are you here to register? Give her the registration form. Elizabeth takes your registration form, scans it, then adds several check marks satisfied. Marvelous. After one more test, you'll be registered. Shall we? Oh my god. Elizabeth puts on her business face again. Question number 1. What ensures our civilization at Magellan? What guarantees the steady operation of all parts of this complicated yet reliable mechanism? The guy didn't tell us. Cautiously assume the right answer is bureaucracy. Elizabeth nods and put his check mark on the sheet. Great. Ready for the next question? As a future citizen of Magellan, what will you do about the various dangerous elements such as the infamous FOPS gang? Reply that you'll avoid them at all costs. Elizabeth adds another check mark. Quite right. And here's the final question. How do you evaluate the work of Elizabeth McCain and her trainee, Edward McKinsey? Moderate. The trainee stutters a lot, but you appreciate his effort. Elizabeth shakes her head in disappointment. She puts a cross on the sheet of paper. I'm afraid the answer was wrong. But there's nothing there's nothing to worry about. You can always try again. Oh, you fucking really? You say costs too? Costs. Elizabeth smiles reassuringly. Of course. Would you like to listen to the briefing again? You might have... No. Yeah. I believe you've missed one tiny detail. Try again, and I'm sure you'll succeed.
Bye-bye.
God. All right, let's give it another shot.
Oh, hello there. It was nice chatting. Good day to you.
Do I have to go talk to him again?
Hi there.
Oh, no.
Have a good one.
God.
Salutations.
Bureaucracy. Avoid them. Awful. A pit is waiting in hell for all the damn bureaucrats you stole. Excellent. 10 out of 10. You're the best administrator in the world. I wish you were more like them. Elizabeth chills with laughter, adding yet another check mark. Excellent. Another correct answer. And the test is done. Northeast dialect? Yeah, I suppose so. It's kind of where I live. Administrator McCain solemnly shakes your hand. Congratulations. From now on, you're a full-fledged citizen. You may enter and exit Magellan bases freely and bring guests if you wish. Remember our rules, and I guarantee your stay here will be as pleasant and comfortable as you could hope. Welcome aboard. Having finished her passionate speech, Elizabeth casually produces some papers and begins to fill them out, as if you weren't there.
It was nice chatting.
My alarm's going off. My 7 p.m. alarm daily to remind me that it's 7 p.m.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
All right, let's try. Beat everyone in, quick before it closes. Come on. Oh, the robot in here was yelling at me.
Hello?
A young guard with a darker complexion gives you a crisp salute. Welcome, recruits. The name on his badge is Indra Kapoor. Greet your colleague. Indra bows briefly but courteously. Thank you for coming. I apologize for reaching out to you. There's no one else to ask since there are so few people on our level these days, and I can't leave my post. Indra jerks his head somewhere to the side. The fourth camera in the surveillance room is out. I've already called the technicians, but they don't seem to be in a hurry. Could you take a look? I'd be very grateful. I like how he's just like, oh yeah, dude, come help me. Sure. Indra places a hand on his chest in gratitude. I'll be in your debt. The surveillance room is upstairs.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage,
Stop fiddling with the lock.
Oh, God.
Come on.
You walk up to the orange, and he says through gritted teeth, Puta madre, slapped with yet another fine, bastards. You can't even rip one out without a fine anymore.
remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Come back again.
Elevator, okay. What do we got? Stairs up there. All right, let's go check out the stairs. Search some boxes. Springs and junk. All right, a mainframe locked. Monitors. Before you can even touch the computer, you hear Reznor yell angrily behind you. The Black crosses her arms. Don't touch the equipment. I can just loot everything, but I can't touch the equipment. Got it. Main menu, user page. Hello, employee. Please select a command from the following menu. Read 1. Read breakage log 1978-8-4. Read 2. Read breakage log 1978-8-7. Read breakage log 1978-8-19. 19. Log out, log out. The log is displayed on screen. 1978-08-04. Control panel cutout. Reason. Electromagnetic pulse of unknown origin. Consequences. Power was restored within 8 minutes, but during this period, a spoon disappeared from the kitchen. Menu. 2. 1978-08-07. No visual signal from the fifth camera. Reason. Chewing gum stuck to the lens. Consequences. The Orange Wing employee responsible for this deliberate vandalism was placed in a punishment cell. Oh god. Menu. 3. A message is displayed on screen. 1978-08-19. 2 screens went out. Reason. Short circuit caused by a coffee spilled in the control room. Consequences. Although the displays were out for 5 hours, Blackwing employee Courtney Reznor was issued a warning, and the repair costs will be deducted from her salary. Menu. Log out. This terminal is off limits, it looks like.
Nobody taught you that hacking someone else's computer is wrong?
Right. We can't hack the computer, but we can steal all her springs, apparently.
Speak quickly.
A pale, thin woman with a cigarette greets you without offering her hand. You look down at her badge. Courtney Reznor, Surveillance Services. So that you were asked to repair the surveillance system. The black glances at you. Then you should look at the terminal. Find out the cause of the breakdown. Looking over the surveillance system displays, you realize right away what the problem is serious. There's no signal at all from the fourth camera. Continue. Courtney hovers over you, engulfing you in the stench of old tobacco. This has happened before. The mainframe circuit board burnt out a couple of times. Another time, the cleaner pulled out all the wires. But maybe I messed something up in the program. I just pressed this and everything disappeared. She taps a button with a long black nail, reminiscent of the claws of a bird of prey. Take note of her nails. Okay. Gained 61 experience. Courtney's nails are definitely not regulation. They're 3 centimeters long, painted sparkling black, and have an almost razor-sharp tip. Reznor hides her hands, as embarrassed that you noticed them. If you don't have any more questions, please take care of the problem. I need to get back to work. Say you're starting repairs now.
Get out. Oh, you again.
Courtney paces up and down the office, hugging herself. She looks as if she's cold. How are the cameras? Did you fix them? Can I get back to work? Say you can't connect to the server to figure out the problem with the cameras. Say you're still working on the issue.
Scram.
I like how she gets angry and tells me to scram when I'm helping her. Let's see. The surveillance system monitors are the eyes and ears of Cronus. But now, some of these eyes are blind. One of the monitors lost its camera signal and is displaying static instead of an image. Let's see. Check the surveillance terminal. The terminal seems functional, and the software is working properly. It seems not to be a software issue after all, but a problem with the cables or the mainframe itself. Look at the first monitor. A sticker on the monitor reads Entrance Zone. The camera is showing the main entrance and the reception desk. Look at the second monitor. The camera monitors the elevators. The screen shows a distorted image of the space in front of the elevator. Look at the third monitor. The third monitor displays an empty hall. Look at the fourth monitor. There's no signal on the fourth monitor, just a snowstorm of static. The tag on the display suggests this camera is trained on an outlet in the ventilation system. But why would anyone need to monitor that? Look at the fifth monitor. The fifth monitor covers the vending machines. One of the machines is lying on its side and is in obvious need of repair. Look at the sixth monitor. The bathroom, the utility room, and the surveillance room, where you are now located. The camera's angle is strange. It's turned to one side, showing a window and some posters. Alright, look at the terminal. Access denied, okay. We can't hack it. We can scan it, though. I have ability rank 0, but I have 40 with the hacking. Auto hacker. The mainframe behaves in such a friendlier manner since being hacked. After the boot screen, you're taken to the main menu, featuring a Flickerous Cronus logo. Main menu, admin page. Hello, administrator. Please select an option from the following menu. Update. Update the operating system. System check. Check the system status. Archive. Go to the surveillance archive. Log out. Log out. Enter archive. With the fans whirring, the mainframe loads a huge list of archive files. It looks interesting, but it won't help you with the repairs. Enter syscheck. After a few seconds, the mainframe displays the full list of hardware. From the look of it, the system uses as many as 6 video recording cards. One of them, designated as Super Color Capture C60, has the hardware error status. Looks like the problem is hardware related. We need to look at the card. Look inside the housing. Inside the mainframe has a thick covering of dust. When you find the right video card, you tug it out of the slot. A cursory inspection shows the card is okay, or at least it's not visibly damaged. Check the slot itself. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you notice something long and dark stuck between the contacts. Remove your find. You scoop out your findings and put it under the light. It's a woman's broken fingernail, quite long, colored in black nail polish. You put it in your pocket. Wipe the contacts and reinsert the card. You wipe the contacts with an eraser conveniently left inside the housing, and then insert the card into place. I've heard of that before, people using erasers on contacts. Reboot the mainframe. You close the mainframe's housing and push the power button. Move away. Check out the fourth monitor. Now that you've fixed the issue, the display is showing an image again. The screen shows Magellan's cement walls, rocks, and a selection of barren desert. And of course, the ventilation grill hatches sticking up from the sand. Move away. Talk to Courtney.
Oh, you again.
Courtney paces up and down the office, hugging herself. How are the cameras? Did you fix them? Can I get back to work? Say you found someone's fingernail in the mainframe. Reznor snorts hesitatingly. A fingernail. I see. Someone must have been messing around inside the computer during their shift. Maybe Patty or Rodna. Is that all? Can I get back to work? Look at the black's hands. As if anticipating your next move, Courtney hides her hands in her jacket pockets, but you catch a glimpse of her nails, which are painted the same black. Tell her everything is now working. Brain 7 broken nail. Accuse Courtney of sabotage in an elegant and well-argued manner. Rip, I think my brains are 2. Show her the fingernail and accuse her of sabotage. You show the black the piece of a broken fingernail. Reznor glares at you. So what? Do you really think I'm the only employee who wears black nail polish? She thinks for a moment, then spreads her hands triumphantly. The nails on her left hand are long, like talons, while the ones on her right are neatly trimmed. Courtney looks daggers at you. I'm a righty, so the nails on my right hand are always trimmed. That means your black nail isn't mine. Now get out of this office. Say you still don't believe her and move away.
Yes, you get out now.
Yeah, alright. Well, we solved it, but that didn't really help anything. Where is our buddy? There he is.
Come on, don't be shy.
Indra greets you. You remember my request, didn't you? Did you figure out what the problem is? You discovered evidence of sabotage while repairing the cameras. Unable to hide his agitation, Indra reaches for his walkie-talkie. A black fingernail. Do you have it? Well, very well, thank you. I'll report it at once. This will be our top priority.
Have a
Move
good
away.
one.
Uh-oh. Well, she's getting fired. Use the toilet door.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. The world a better place.
A sound of what? Oh, minus 10 radiation from taking a pee. All right. Do the rest of them have radiation to get rid of? Actually, he still does. No, no, it's just me. And also, my bladder was still pretty full. Oh, it's my hunger, not my bladder. There we go. Nope. Did not mean to start combat. Did I just... Oh, that's a ramp too. Okay. Cool air is coming from the vent. You hear the echo of distant voices from the lower floors of the station. Use terminal. The terminal screen says, system locked down. Gain 10 experience and a fiber optic cable and some fatigue. Talk to Harry Rockwell.
Come on, you duck. Good day to you.
A muscular orange is poking around in the Vega vending machine, hand jammed in the dispensing slot. Something clatters inside with a loud echo. The out-of-order machine must have failed to release a purchased item. Although the incident wreaked havoc under the dome, order was maintained at the cost of tightening the laws and carefully monitoring their implementation. A lot of new responsibilities fell on the shoulder of Blackwing employees, preventing drug trafficking, keeping track of clearance of regime violators, and guarding caravans against FOP attacks. But some things remain unchanged. As before the disaster, the oranges are still breaking vending machines. Walk up and intervene. You get closer. The orange is literally disemboweling the machine, yanking out handfuls of wire through the tray slot. Oh, God. The machine's light flicker and die. With a satisfied grunt, the bruiser pulls several cans of sodas and 2 cups of noodles out of the Vega. You give a small cough to get his attention. The orange rolls around. I'm just, serving the dome working, yeah. He slurps nervously, unable to take his eyes off your black uniform. Order him to face the wall and get ready for a pat-down. Grumbling through his teeth, the thief turns to the wall. You search the orange. In the pockets of his baggy jacket, you discover 2 cups of noodles and 2 cans of cherry soda. Confiscate what you found and advise the orange to stay out of your sight. There's no need for you to repeat yourself. The thief immediately leaves and leaves the gutted machine behind, looking dejected.
Come back again.
It's broken. Search. Some crystals. Oh. A tray table is sticky with spilled soda. Some obviously touched up photos of Magellan's best employees are looking at you down from the backlit poster. A stack of leaflets. The dome as your new home. Welcome under the dome. What's it like in your new... Oh, this is your new home now, and for the foreseeable future. So what's it like? I like how I combined several sentences there into one. It's called efficiency. Not a reading disorder. It's the same pamphlet. Glenn Bruce.
Howdy.
The Blue's face is contorted with a serious moral dilemma. He mutters under his breath. If I turned Ben in, I wonder if I'd get his room.
It was nice chatting.
The elevator, I guess, is the only thing I haven't done, right? Got breath and costs.
Thank you for your help. Have a nice day, employee.
Oh, you're welcome. I was trying to get to the elevator, but he's blocking my elevator access. The elevator doors are slightly open. A cool breeze blows from the shaft. Lowering your gaze, you see a red out of order sign on one of the slats. Use the floor sweeper. Smells like bleach and lavender shampoo. Well, the elevator's out of order. What can I even do? Oh, there's another elevator. You put the select drone against the elevator panel and press the call button. Please select a level. The sound on the speaker crackles slightly, like an old record. Level -2, warehouse, -3, military, -4, laboratory, -5, residential, -6, admin, -7, reactor. Level -2, warehouse and parking lot. I hit 6 by mistake with my hand.
Floor level -6, administrative sector.
Is she coming over to talk to me? No, Sparrow. -2, warehouse and parking lot. I have macro keys, which I don't have bound to anything, and if you don't bind them to anything, they're just numbers, and so I hit 6. G6. I kind of wish they were easier to bind, but you need the Corsair IQ software, and that thing, like, eats up a couple percentage points of your CPU.
Floor level -2, warehouse and parking lot.
Not what I intend to do. In fact, I got a lot of stuff I got to clean up. I guess I'll wait until Windows 11 is forced on me. I don't really want Windows 11, but...
Hey, can you come over here? It will literally... Good day to you.
A small, dark-haired woman carrying a huge wrench, squints up at you from under the bright ceiling lamps. She extends a soft, pale hand with neat fingernails. I'm Nastasia Davenport, air conditioning technician. Can you lift me up? I need to get into the ventilation system. Hoist her up. Allergone capsules. Give her a pack of Allergone. Natasha turns the jar over in her hands. Mixed effect steroid. You're trying to kill me, right? She playfully pokes you in the side. She shakes a pill into her palm and pops it in her mouth. She stands there for a while, listening to her senses. Nastasia turns, grabs onto the ledge of the ventilation grate, and literally hoists herself up, disappearing into the shaft like a mouse in a hole. Having shifted the grate, she playfully blows you a kiss. Thanks, drop by again sometime and we'll catch up. With a quick wave goodbye, Davenport disappears into the ventilation system.
It was nice chatting.
Can I unlock it? Oh, that's Sparrow.
Sparrow shuffles his feet in.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World, a better place.
The world a better place. There she is.
Greetings.
You recognize the small figure from afar. Nastasia is sitting on her spread-out jacket, eating noodles from a cup. She looks up at you for a second. Oh, hi. This is because I said drop by earlier, isn't it? What's going on in the air shafts of Magellan? Nastasia gives you a meaningful grunt. This place has its own atmosphere, you know? They're saying in the reactor section that someone is running around in the tunnels, and it's not me. There are always oranges hanging around, and they have all sorts of hiding places.
Have a good one.
Say goodbye and leave. Ah, secret ventilation hatch, huh? Where does that go? Into the bathrooms? Yes. Why is the floor sweeper stuck underground? Where are they going? Where are you going? You're gonna get yourself caught, you fools! What the fuck? Why do you have a Blackwing select drone? You're not... What? That's mine. Freaking morons. Look at them. Don't want to be disturbed. Guns, bullets, and perspectives. Nothing. Take all. Thinking about buying a camera off of my coworkers, a buddy. On the monochrome screens of the surveillance system, life is moving along, right along. The screens are all lit up with images from every corner of the warehouse level. Examine the console. There are several buttons and switches on the console, but it doesn't take much to figure them out. The toggles for the switch for switching between camera are in a separate section. Each is clearly labeled. Flip the switch labeled elevators. The image on the screens change. The camera now shows the area around the shared elevator and the orange elevator. Toggle the enable disable switch for the elevators. The picture on the screen flickers and disappears. Warehouses. It's just different camera views. I got +1 somethings. Oh, did I level up? I leveled up. I don't know if I leveled up right there, but I have leveled up at some point recently. Sorry, nothing. Speaking of sorry, nothing. I'm going to hit the bathroom and take 5 minutes. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. No, no more music. Huh. All right. I didn't know you were a partner, Vlad. Those animated emotes are partner only, right? I actually haven't looked into them. Terminal. Search papers on a computer. Oh, papers on a bucket. Nothing found. Maybe one day I will attain the level of partner. Just the computers left, I think. Oh, a portable computer. What's that? Amelia Larson Protocol. Type of offense: improper conduct / violence towards security. Date of offense: 09/02/1976. Perpetrator: Amelia Larson, Orange Wing. Details: with the top of her jumpsuit removed and naked to the waist, Larson approached a guard Vaclav Chapik and engaged in unwelcome sexual advances. Chapik politely declined her offer, explaining that Larson was not his type, to which Larson responded by beating him with a rubber device molded in the shape of a chicken. Gallus domesticus. A rubber chicken. Chapik's colleagues came running out at his cries and observed the situation for some time, laughing, cheering, and explicitly expressing their approval of Larson's action. Chapik is not popular among his peers. Only when the victim fell unconscious did the guards intervene and detain Larson. Chapik was moved to the infirmary. Employees of White Wing examined the rubber chicken and noted its unusual weight. Turns out the toy's internal cavity was filled with bolts and nuts. The weapon was approved for safe storage, after which it was placed in the evidence room. Larson states she recalls nothing about the incident. She speculates that her behavior must have been induced by a relic she's been working with. No similar property has been detected in this type of relic. The origin of the chicken is similarly mysterious. Do you imagine getting beat up by a naked woman with a rubber chicken? It sounds like a great weekend, huh? The logo is comprised of light blue lines with large letters above informing you that this is a security terminal. The device is locked and doesn't react to this electron. I can't even hack it. Okay, well. Fun times.
Hello.
A black uniformed soldier freezes on the platform by the door. His name tag reads Thomas Reinhold. Ask what's behind the door. The black turns his head slightly in your direction. Security room.
I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Ladder is this way, my dude. Smells like damp rat droppings from under the floor. Oh, gross. Junk. Trucks tractor. An orange truck with an illegible license plate and fogged over headlights. Looks like a piece of junk. Then again, so do all the trucks coming off Truck's assembly line. Look beneath the chassis. You look under the car. Oil is dripping from the gearbox gasket. Its consistency is closer to mud than lubricant. Look under the hood. The orange hood is covered in dirty fingerprints. It seems like this car has spent more time in a repair bay than on the road. Kick the track plates. Not hoping for any proper result, you kick the mud-covered crawler tread. Your kick causes the body of the vehicle to vibrate slightly. There's a loud clank from under the hood, and the dashboard lights switch on. The starter turns over, and the engine begins to rumble quietly and steadily. Indeed, this is the way your luck runs. Oh no, I don't have Psyche 4. Alright, move away. Maybe I can give myself Psyche 4. That's not something I can actually level up, can I? What's the next? 120 is the next one. Not quite enough. I'm at 115 original value. It gets me machine gun ability, headshot, concussion shot with a grenade launcher, and disc throw. Yeah, I don't have disc throwers, but those two would be kind of cool. We'll keep cranking them out here. I want to increase my high-tech weapons, actually, because that's what I've been using as my secondary. What do we have in here? Piloting. Medicine. Tech. More spikes. Melee weapons +2. Yeah, I'm not a melee person. Virtuoso chemist. Oh. Criminal. Yeah, influence is purely charisma, which I have none of. What do we get at 150? 50% more interesting encounters. Huh. An extra relic slot. That could be kind of cool. I wish I got more perks, though. It'd be kind of nice to be able to increase all that, you know what I mean? I'm almost at the next level, actually, so maybe I'll level up again soon. Tim Carson.
Hiya.
The loading dock is overwhelmed with the constant noise of giant machinery. Wow, look at the 4 FPS in the smoke here. Although I'm running, you can't see, I'm running at 130 FPS. The loading dock is overwhelmed with the constant noise of giant machinery. A grungy mechanic in oversized headphones waves you over. What are you doing? Oh, where are you going? The parking lot's outside. This is the unloading area. Ask about his work. The technician slaps his headphones with both hands. Seems like he can barely hear you. My work? Well, my work is easy peasy. The main goal is to watch over the gates. This is my area of responsibility. I open them when the goods from the desert or the hucksters arrive and keep them shut for everyone else, something like that. Ask if he's heard rumors about what's going on in the Barrens. Seems the Blue isn't particularly interested in this topic. What could be happening out there? The Barrens are barren. Kshadreyas are slowly moving south. The guys from Phalanx are hunting fops. Yes, I heard the Maelstrom has begun to expand, but I'm not sure about that. I think the Silvers just want to finish building their emulator. With a shrug, he turns back to the terminal.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Use the hog. Ooh. That didn't... sometimes the hogs like hide on top of things or block off boxes. In this case, it didn't do shit. Transition into the parking lot, is this? There's still more to do in there, so I don't think I'm going to stay out here just yet. Oh. That's where this is. That's why I couldn't go through, because there was a car parked in the way. Of course. It all makes sense 90 minutes later. Scissors and springs.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Good day to you.
A sinewy guard with a face bronzed by the sun turns his mirror shades in your direction. You look down at his badge. Stephen Morrow, security officer, level 2, -2.
See ya.
See ya, that's how I feel too, dude. Oh, so you can hit space to take all. Alright. They don't really explain that.
Come on. Don't be shy.
Storekeeper Calvin McPherson is leaning against a shelf, looking bored. He perks up when he sees you and raises his hand for a high five. Give him a high five. You return the gesture with a satisfying slap on Calvin's outstretched hand. The storekeeper gives you a thumbs up. You're my kind of person. All right, let's get down to business. Blurt out a joke. You wave Calvin over and he hovers over you, facetiously putting his hand to his ear. A joke, you say? Come on then, out with it. Ask for a cheeseburger with fries and a root beer. Calvin pauses a moment, thinking up a reply. At this hour, we're only taking drive-thru orders. Come back in your car and I'll help you out. Ask for a nuke. McPherson smiles at your joke. Sorry, a Foyodor is in charge of the rockets, and it's not a shift right now. Ask for a baton made with forefather technology. The storekeeper throws his hands up with a smirk. No problem. By the way, our boss takes it to the bathroom. No idea why, but I thought you should know. Say you're on important business and the jokes will have to wait. Say goodbye and leave.
Bye-bye. Hi there. I hope to
Barter.
see you again soon.
What does he have? Some boots? We'll lose the +1 initiative. Oh, no, we won't. We'll get a better... Yeah, all right. God, 900. Encumbrance up. Fortitude up. Hand-to-hand up. I wish I could see what he's wearing. I like how we can wear the diplomat, brass knuckles, and gloves at the same time, potentially. +7 authority. Oh, very nice. +10 criminal. Very interesting.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Actually, no, we like that.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit. Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
Guess I could just put some combons up, right? I wish I could see who's wearing these. You know what I mean? Where are my combons? Where are they? I know I have some. I have a lot. I have 2,000. Am I just missing them? Oh, there they are.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Nice, okay. Yeah, those boots are useless.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
No reason not to, right?
You're not busy? Good day to you.
A woman in an administrator's uniform is looking around, clearly lost. As you get closer, you read her badge. Oya Rasmussen, trainee administrator.
Attention.
Why am I getting pinged?
Attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
She begins to speak in a strong Scandinavian accent. A long accent? Listen, can you help me? 2 oranges are skipping work. They're unpleasant people, and I'm afraid to talk to them. She looks down at her feet. You're an administrator? All right. Oya opens up their folder and rifles through the pages. Let's see. Their names are Erwin Immelman and Theodore Leary. Svetlov and McPherson are expecting them. Let them know.
Bye-bye.
How do I know where they are? Who are they? Dull thumps can be heard from behind the gates. The technician at the terminal pulls off his headphones and scans the area uneasily. Give me a break. I told you not to hammer on the door. It's a vehicle entrance. Instead of an answer, a heavy, angry blow and an incomprehensible shout comes from behind the gate. Listen to the voice coming from the other side of the door. Listening at the gate, you begin to distinguish what's being said outside. Open up! Open the goddamn door! Repeats the unknown visitor between blows. Nothing else can be discerned, but it sounds like the man behind the gates is in full-on panic.
Attention. Attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Continue. The officer, who's pacing a parapet above the loading dock, stops and listens intently. I recognize that voice. Open the gate. That's Kepler. He went out with the caravan this morning. Did you hear me? Open that goddamn door. The technician looks up at the Blackwing officer with extreme displeasure. I don't know about Kepler, but even if Joseph and the Holy Virgin herself are knocking, that door is automatic. What am I supposed to do? Break open the panel? Knock out the fuse and pray that it'll spring open? Also, what the hell, dude? It's the new committee. We have to submit explanatory documentation for every goddamn thing. Hint to the technician he's running the risk of turning all the Blackwing against him. Walk up to the gate and open it yourself by accessing the emergency panel. Try and open the gate with your bare hands. Smash the emergency door opening device. Ask Crump to open the gate. Walk up to the gate and open it yourself by accessing the emergency panel. You push the technician aside and kick the cover off the panel. Inside are several thick bundles of wires, as well as a number of fuses. You rip out the topmost fuse and press the button next to it. Continue. Rumbling and scraping, the massive door begins to shift upward. By the strobe of flashing scarlet lights, you see 2 huge figures in black wing servo shells. One of the fighters is wounded, and the second is lugging him along with great effort. Duty officer, dispatcher, code 21, code 21. Tell the medics. Having dragged the wounded man into the garage, the fighter props him up by a wall and falls down exhausted nearby. Get a doctor, now. The chest plate of his armor is covered in a thick layer of desert dust, but the surname Kepler stamped on one side is still readable. He tears off his helmet and hangs his sweaty head under the stream of cold air flowing out of the air conditioner. You shift your gaze to the wounded man. His crushed, lacerated armor is covered in blood and hydraulic fluid. There are no bullet holes, but judging from the abundance of blood, the soldier is at death's door. Any kind of unskilled interference may well kill him. Survival. Do what you can to help the injured man hang on until medic help arrives. First aid. Give the injured man first aid. Medikit. Use the injector. Dismantling. Use your technical skills to open the injured man's armor without hurting him. Open the wounded man's armor and drag him out. Don't get involved, just observe what's happening. Oh boy. First aid. Having loosened the armor, you quickly stop the bleeding. The fact that the wounded man is still conscious means your efforts were successful. Continue. You don't have to wait long. A few minutes later, a thin old man in a white lab coat appears in the warehouse, accompanied by two gloomy-looking oranges and a technician. Continue. The blue deals with the armor's locks easily. After evaluating the victim's status, the doctor injects a few cc's of painkiller into him and steps aside to let the oranges through. The silent attendants load Holiday into the gurney and roll him away. I don't think they told us his name until now. The doctor and technician leave shortly thereafter. Only you and Kepler are left standing beside the ruined servo shell. No, I don't want to actually talk to John Kepler.
Greetings.
Kepler stands by the lacerated armor, staring vacantly into space. When you greet him, he turns and nods dully. Is Holiday going to be okay? He asks absent-mindedly, addressing no one in particular. Ask him about the circumstances of his partner's injury. Kepler's expression grows serious. We run caravans throughout all the inhabited dome, and it's forbidden territories too. I've signed an agreement not to discuss certain things. Many things, actually. Say that you serve in the Black Wing and that a soldier should always lend a hand to a fellow soldier. Your logical argument persuades him. Fine, but only because it might save your life. The Black leans over and speaks into your ear. You probably know that Maelstrom has begun to move lately. Highway 12 has become unsafe, and this time we took a different route. We're passing through the Phalanx patrol zone when the Fops attacked us west of here. Kepler's expression darkens. They recently started crossing the border more frequently. Kepler takes you by the shoulder. It's obvious he's struggling with his anxiety. We were defending the caravan as best we could. The Blues did the steering, we did the shooting. Holiday got pulled out of the truck. I was barely able to get him back. Those loonies are armed with clubs and rebar for the most part, but if they ever get their hands on real weapons, both the new committee and the Carmine Heights would drown in blood. The Black goes silent. Ask him what he can tell you about Holiday. For a moment, a smile creases upon Kepler's stern face. He loves wacky jokes and pizza, scored high in all his training metrics, but discipline is lax. Sometimes, Charlie acts like a complete imbecile, but that doesn't matter. He's the best. I'd give my life for that dumbass, he adds.
It was nice chat.
Move away. Scan the servo shell. I can pickpocket him. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Use it.
Touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Some bolts here. Maybe I could fix the servo shell. Search the trunk. It's locked. Some duct tape. Blue duct tape. A little bit of that, sure. While passing the Orange Wing utility room, you stop and hear a pair of quarreling voices. On the other side of the door, two people are discussing a plan of some kind of robbery. At least you hear the word robbery loud and clear in the midst of their bickering. Continue listening. Pressing your ear to the door, you're able to pick up every word. From behind the door comes the click of a lighter and a heavy sigh. Cowboy, why do you have to be so damn stubborn? The plan is fine. We just need to solve the problem with the cameras. Go rub shoulders with the Blues and think it over. Maybe there's some sort of signal jammer we could use. You get the cameras turned off and distract Calvin. I'll take care of the rest. The second voice is quieter and more muffled. Something about this has me shitting my pants, Theo. It's too fucking risky. How about we just rob the Vega? hurry can cut one of them open like a can of beans. Can of beans. Or maybe we could break them open? I'm about to break your face open, you knucklehead. The first speaker is obviously nervous. Why the hell do you look up to that moron? Harry busts his ass for a free soda and some noodles. What I'm suggesting is so easy. It's like they're begging us to take it. I'm telling you, the plan is fine. I got a plan, Harry. No, not Harry. We just need to figure out what to do about the cameras. Go in. The discussion ends the moment you press your keycard into the scanner. And Theodore and Erwin, those are the two guys we were supposed to find, right? Erwin and Theodore, yeah. Talk to Erwin.
Hi there.
The recent conversation about the robbery has been replaced with a tense silence. The orange exchanges furtive glances, trying to decide how much you heard. Tell them you heard everything. A round-headed, clean-shaven guy with his sleeves rolled up expresses genuine surprise. What are we talking about? My friend Cowboy and I were discussing a film. It was Bugsy Malone. The return of a man called Horse, blurts out the second orange. The first orange looks at him like he's mentally disabled. Ah, yes, Return of the Horse. There's a big shootout at the end, and the savages all run away. You should run away from here, too. He looks at you defiantly. A hint to the oranges that you're no ordinary Blackwing employee. Ask them to take you on. Join them. Say that your engineering skills could provide useful. Convince the oranges they need you for business. Ask Crump to vouch. Refuse to get involved. Hint to the oranges that you're no ordinary Blackwing employee. The orange sneers. Give me a break. You're definitely not the type for our kind of work. Ask directly, or I don't want to join. Whether they'll take you on the job. The orange grins. What do you mean, business? I just told you. We're discussing a movie about a horse. Now get out of here. It's a private film club.
Have a good one. Come on.
You meet his gaze. A sly expression appears on the orange's face. The conversation you overheard was definitely not about movies. Tell Leary he should return to the warehouse. Theodore chuckles skeptically. That girl can get anyone she wants. Look, no offense, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not in a rush to get to my job. Influence 20, convince him. Say that someone recently reported the floors in solitary confinement are quite dirty. The prospect of scrubbing down a decontainment cell is disconcerting for the orange. Leary ponders your words for a long time. What's all this about solitary? Calvin needs an assistant in the warehouse, and it's my shift now. Tell Oya I'm working today.
Come back again.
There we go.
Hi there.
As soon as Leary leaves for work, Illman finds a distraction corresponding with his intellect. He pulled a cockroach in a coffee mug and is now watching it climb out. Erwin looks at you. What do you want? Ask Erwin why he's shirking his responsibilities. The orange lets out a hoot. Ah, Ouya sent you. Chuckling, he cups his hands to his chest, as if holding a pair of invisible breasts. Very good. Intimidation. Make a scary face and crack your knuckles. Tell him that a private room with an amazing view of bare concrete walls has opened up in solitary. The smirk vanishes from Illman's face as you throw down a switch, as if you'd throw down a switch. Solitary? What for? What did I do? The orange reluctantly raises from his seat as if he's hoisting an invisible hunk of pig iron. Ah, fuck her. Tell that Swedish bitch I'm working today, and make sure she doesn't forget it.
See ya.
See ya. Broken, or elevator for oranges. The elevator doors are closed tightly, but the lamplight finds its way out, and muffled voices can be heard. A red sign hanging above the console reports the elevator is out of order. Yes, we suck, proudly exclaims the poster, creatively modified from the orange wingers. Got him. More duct tape. An onion, very nice. Starting to get fatigued. I should let somebody else do some like lockpicking and stuff instead of here, but or whatever my name is, Frank. Lee Sung Pak.
Hello?
The clerk sitting on the bench squints closely at his hand. So, those are my lifelines. Or no, fate lines? Damn, how does it go again? Psyche 5. Say you're a descendant of Nostradamus and a student of Wolf Messing. Ask Pack to show you the palm of his hand. Authoritatively declare that palmistry is unscientific hogwash, not neglecting to mention the Barnum effect. Ask him if he's found any hairs yet. The Pack flinches at first, but then he smiles. Ha! You got me there. He winks at you. He obviously gets a kick out of meeting someone who shares his filthy sense of humor.
Bye-bye.
That's it. Okay.
Hi there. I hope to see you again soon.
A broom. Oh, crafting bench is nice. Yeah, shotgun shell, handgun cartridges. You can always make some of those. Rifle. Shotgun. I don't think it's worth it to make these because the black powder. I have a lot of it, but like I'm only really using, I mean, he's using, everyone's only using handgun shells actually. Both me and Sparrow do, which is a little concerning because
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
I think I actually have a lot of bandages, but sure, I'll make 5. Resuscitation kit I have. Simple lockpick I have some. Sleeping spray and a taser. Alright, I think we walked all the way around once already, so let's go talk to Oya.
Will you please talk with them? Salutations.
Oya looks at you questioningly. Ask her how long she's been a trainee. The Silver lowers her head sadly. Do you really want to know? Even before Maelstrom. The new committee thinks I'm not good at my position.
Have a good one. Greetings.
Say you force the lazy oranges to work. Rasmussen breaks into a smile. Yes, you've saved me. Thank you. That's it. Okay. I did not play the first one, and I never finished 2, to be honest. I played like 4/5 of it, maybe. Where the hell's Sparrow? Come on. No, I never did play 1 though. I own it. Well, I bought Wasteland 2 and Wasteland 1, or like 2 Deluxe or whatever it was. It's like a bundle together, and I started it just to see how it played for like 5-10 minutes I think, but I never really like played it. I kind of wish I hadn't stopped playing 2, because I don't feel like I could pick it up now and remember what happened. Which is a little sad, but redo it. Oh my god.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics.
You want to see?
In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
How do I even view my playlist for this? Let's see. Do that. Do playlists. Search for Wasteland 2. I have 24 videos. Look at this. I got 24 videos. And they're all like 4 hours long. Some of them aren't, but oh, you know, it's only 48 to 58, 65 hours worth. It's only 65 hours worth so far. Just redo it. Just redo it, dude. NBD. Military post. Oh God, no. I'm good.
Keep your hands up during the pat-down, Midas, or did you forget the rules?
What I should do is rewatch the last few
Minus
episodes
3, Garrison and Isolation Ward.
and try and figure out what I was
Whatever
doing.
you say, Yato.
Stop that snickering. I knew you were a thief. You're all goddamn thieves. Good day to you.
Next to the metal detector, a typical dome scene is playing out. An orange is standing with his hands behind his head, while a small angry man in a black uniform pats him down. The orange sighs. You took my beer and you took my chips. What's the deal, Liato? I was sweeping the vehicle entrance. What could I possibly have stolen other than sand? The black, whose badge says Yato Nakayama, glares angrily. How am I supposed to know what you stole? You're a crook. You'd steal anything that isn't nailed down. Come on, take it out. I'm gonna find it anyway. Walk up and get involved. The black backs off a little as you approach. Yato Nakayama, Blackwing, what do you want? Search him yourself. Nakayama steps aside and lets you approach Moraltis. Fine. You pat him down and see, if you want to see. See what you can find. You search the orange's pockets but end up empty-handed. The black just chuckles as he observes you. Yeah, I didn't find anything either. The son of a bitch definitely swiped something. And now I'm supposed to just let him go again? What's going on, Fist? The handyman shakes his head and smiles condescendingly down at the black. Yato. I've never stolen anything in my life, and you know it. You also know there isn't a damn thing in my pockets. The guard gestures angrily. Trying to be clever, eh? Get lost, Moraltis. The orange walks away, smiling good-naturedly.
I hope to see you again soon.
Oh, hello there.
Interesting music, huh? Recognizing you, the orange greets you with a barely perceptible smile. Ask him why he's so calm. The orange flattens down his dark hair. Yato's really angry with himself, so why waste energy being angry with him? You said he's taken the food, right? Well, damn. Well, damn the food. Let him get his grub on if he wants. Moraitis leans closer. You want to hear a secret? I tried all kinds of techniques. Meditation is cool, but it's not for me. But when I get locked up... He chuckles mid-sentence and falls silent, smiling to himself. His expression is calm and untroubled. Ask how he ended up assigned to the Orange Wing. Vilas pauses. I don't really want to talk about it, but I'll put it this way. I was a fool. Now I'm a bit smarter. He rolls up his sleeve to reveal a tattoo on his forearm, an electric guitar wreathed in flames. I was at Woodstock. You heard about Woodstock, right? It's not so easy to feed almost 1,000 people a day. I'm a chef. That's the real me. Prison was just a mistake. Ask him whether he really never stole any food. Moraitis' slight smile rapidly fades. You know who shouts "Stop thief" the loudest, don't you? Don't listen to Nakayama.
See ya.
Ooh, weapons. Heavy weapons.
Greetings.
A tall, red-headed woman stands at the armory counter. You know her from Concord Station. Margarita Chkanko. I don't know how to read Russian. holds a smoking pipe in her teeth, as she did before, and the small metal desk calendar is the same too. She even has a black notebook, although not the same one. The black takes the pipe out of her mouth. Well, I'll be damned, it's you, isn't it? Nod. Yes, you are you, whatever that means. This answer satisfies Tachenko. After a pause, Margarita opens her notebook. Okay, what do you want? Do you need some guns? This has gotten easier to work under the new committee. Well, at least some of the things have gotten easier. Ask how she survived the incident. The black smiles complacently. I realized things were bad when the storm intensified. I took a gun and a backpack and caught a ride to Magellan, so I didn't have to wait for the bus. She chuckles. I was sure some kind of crap was going down. Ask why the new committee has made it easier to acquire weapons. Tachenko takes a drag from her pipe. New laws. Everything is regulated, but guns are sold freely. White-collar workers need to protect themselves since the soldierly left to join all kinds of phalanxes. Tell her you're looking for weapons. She flipped something. It moved before I could read it. Light weapon, light weapon, light weapon. Machine guns are light weapons. The SERP. Lower evasion, but less loss of initiative. Slower movement speed. Less damage, though. Lower range. A much higher magazine size. Lower crit modifier. Assault rifle cartridge. Interesting. That could be a good alternate for handgun. If I run out. Brass knuckles. A hammer. The old Draken. I think that's what I had initially, right? A salamander. A flamethrower, huh? Gloves. Some boots. It's the same thing, just without the biomechanical resistance. Biochemical, excuse me. Inspiration. A Stromboli helmet? Wait. What is Stromboli helmet? What does that mean? They fucking feed you snacks while you're fighting? Some grease. Rifle bullets. Mr. Harvey gun cleaning kit. Cleaning rod. Still unsure if you're supposed to actually clean your weapon or not. I suppose I could look for an upgrade. 26 to 29. 26 to 25, so it's the same. Do I buy this in case I run out of handgun ammo? It doesn't do quite as much damage as the Princess, however, it will allow me to use some automatic fire instead of single shot. And the rifle cartridge is not bad either. It's 600, I could do it. It's just how much does it weigh, too? 9 kilograms, oof. That is a big oof. This is +2 fortitude, 40 mechanical. This is 25 mechanical. Maybe I want to keep at least one shovel. I was dumb of me to sell a shovel last time. Second shovel there. We'll keep a crowbar. We have a crowbar and a shovel. We could sell all the fire extinguishers. A rat's tail. Oh, give me one money for that. They won't even give me anything for the dirt. Whatever. The fucking dirt doesn't give me any bonuses or anything. I can't use it for anything. It's just taking up inventory space. I just sell them drugs. Okay, no worries. I just sell these tubes here, I guess. Cool. All right. Not black. This is so I could trade with you. All right. Tell yourself questions. No.
Come
Boy.
back again.
So now I can go into weapons. I can make my offhand weapon that. Nice. We'll keep this in just in case. I should just sell this, to be honest. Whatever. Give us a little extra options in case we old computer covered in layered dust. I doubt I could get in here, right? Yeah. They'll just give us some more flexibility, especially because if I go into here and I go into here, we have what? 200 handgun cartridges. We actually only have 20 assault rifle cartridges, but we can always make some now that we know we're going to be using this. I should sell some of these. These probably weigh a ton. Although, I think the energy weapons take that, so maybe I shouldn't.
Hello?
You find Nakayama in the same place. He's leaning on his elbows on the frame of the metal detector, surveying the area with a bored look on his face. Greet him. The black nods to you. Move along, please.
See ya.
He seems a little too excited for the tone of the text I was reading, but okay. Ida Grace.
This is. Good day to you.
You see a tall, nervous woman with a steaming cup of coffee in her hands. The glittering badge on her chest bears the name Ida Grace. Sipping her coffee nervously, Grace is dressing down a private, standing at attention in front of her. You're not soldiers at all. You're rats. You're the worst thing that's happened to the police inside the dome. She pauses to check her email on her communicator. Grace shoves the communicator back into her pocket and continues. You got anything to say about that, Johnny boy? No. Well, what about you, Antonio? How about the thieves who've been stealing relics, poisoning the staff with drugs, and befouling Magellan like a bunch of deceased cockroaches? Maybe you caught them and forgot to tell me? No? Well, why not, you asshole? Continue. She pivots to face you. What brings you here? Come to see the three-ring circus, complete with trained shitheads? Well, you've come to the right place. Salute the Master Sergeant. A satisfied grin flashes across Ida's annoyed face. She turns to the soldiers. Well, at least someone hasn't forgotten they're on duty. Hey, I'm talking to you, maggots.
Oh, hello there.
She salutes you as you approach. At ease, soldier. I'm not much for chit-chat, so here it is. Are you ready to prove yourself? Because we have enough little boys and girls running around pretending to be soldiers. Yeah, I am talking about you shitheads. Say you're ready to help. Grace glances meaningfully at John, who's now silent, and Antonio, who's sitting at the terminal. Did you even hear that? The newbie has more ambition than the two of you. The Black finishes her coffee and crushes the cup in her hand. Here's what's happening. After the incident, we've got freedom out here. We've got freedom here out the wazoo. Cronus is no more. The old contracts are no longer valid. If you want to get out, just renounce your citizenship, hand over the select drone, and go wherever you want, even if you're an orange. Continue. Actually, the oranges started to run, and they're not regular old runaways. They took their fucking select drones with them. They would want to keep their citizenship, see? And now everything's gotten even shittier. Escapees are now mass scale. It's because the scientists need volunteers for their experiments. Volunteers, I mean. Ida makes this scare quotes gesture. What's the difference between air quotes and scare quotes? She glances at her communicator again, and still no messages from that asshole. What was I talking about again? Right, the oranges. The oranges' contracts state if they want citizenship, they must agree to participate in scientific programs. But the bastards have suddenly remembered they have rights, and now I get word of these rats are huddling in a corner, whispering about an escape. Abandoned Magellan, live as a bandit commune in some lockdown facility, some other crap like that. Grace steps forward and looks at you straight in the eye. If they're really planning an escape, I won't allow it to happen. That's why I need your help. I want you to send a message. I want you to make it fucking unambiguous. Either they live by the rules of the new committee, or they get stripped of their rights and thrown out in the desert. Ask who Grace thinks is behind the escape. Ida bares her teeth. It's that asshole Lindbergh. Who else could it be? That smart-ass, shit-heeled fucker reeks of a conspiracy. Inquire about the nature of the experiments. Grace finishes demolishing the remaining bits of coffee cup in her fist. Excuse me. That's what I heard anyway. There's a facility where they're transporting people from one place to another, but I'm spacing on what it's called. Say the device is called a teleporter, although the correct scientific term is a bit different. The Black crumples the cup flat in her hand. Yeah, right, a teleporter. Are you by any chance involved with these experiments? Just wondering. Say you're ready to help, and what should you do? Ida brushes a speck of dirt off the chevron on your shoulder. Here's your internal information, Grunt. The Black Wing has its own network of informants. One of them named Adamitas. He works on the laboratory floor, mopping up the floors and squeaking like a rat. Junior employees aren't usually allowed to question informants, but I'll make an exception for you. You can ask Adamitas. Maybe he knows something about the escape. Salute and report you're ready to complete the task. Grace touches her cap with her right hand. At ease, soldier. She turns to her subordinates. John, Antonio, you two got all that? Watch and learn, you
I
boneheads.
hope to see you again soon.
Opened with Black Wing select drone. There's Tom Jenkins.
Come on.
A young soldier in a baggy black uniform stands before you, clutching a mop. The floor around him is wet and soapy, and his jacket, boots, and even his badge, which reads Tom Jenkins, Guard, are splattered with foam. Ask Jenkins why he's mopping the floor. The private angrily plunges the mop into the bucket, splashing water everywhere. So I said to Aguiar, what the hell? If you're so worried that someone is stealing food from the kitchen, then conduct an investigation. But he doesn't give a shit. You're the one stealing, he says. Listen, maybe you could talk to him for me? It's just not fair, you know? Say you want to hear more about the missing food. Tom kicks the bucket to one side. Someone's stealing food from lunchboxes in the common kitchen. Nothing serious, but as you can guess, people don't like it. And who's always out for justice? Antonio. So he came to his own conclusion. The buck stops with you, he said, except I never set eyes on that food. Sure, I'll take a look. When you agree to help him, the Black seems a bit confused. Wow, you serious? Well, I've already thought everything through. Oh shit, wait, go back. You know oranges use the ventilation system all the time, right? So I decided to hide myself there and wait until the thief appears. He taps his temple with a crooked finger. If you want to catch him in the act, the ventilation system is your best bet. Nobody would ever expect you to be watching from up there. Think it over, it's a good idea. Jenkins dunks his mop in the water again.
Nice chatting.
I steal his mop.
Move away from the door now.
I just want to take a nap, dude. Oh, I can just take a nap through the wall. Okay. You go to bed and nothing disturbs your sleep. Not bestial raiders, nor mysterious anomalies, nor wild animals roaming under the dome. But when you wake to a new day, you realize something is wrong. When you make to get up, a moan escapes you and you grab your lower back. You slept wrong and now your spine has gone numb. It's both unpleasant and frustrating. After doing a morning exercise and a half-hearted stretch, you're ready to go on. But you still never had a proper rest. And you can feel it in your cells. Damn it. The whole reason I wanted to sleep was to knock off my rest. Oh. What a shit show. Damn, I don't have a high enough lockpicking to even do that.
Hi there.
Antonio Aguirre, security officer, reads the nameplate on the table. Only then do you notice Aguirre himself, a skinny, bespectacled young soldier bent over a glowing screen. Ask what Tom Jenkins was punished for. Aguirre peeps out from behind his monitor. He was stealing food from the barracks kitchen. Since there's no hard evidence, I decided that jail would be too much. I figured a week of community service should do.
I hope to see you again soon.
John Pierre Point.
Don't be shy.
The Black looks at you absently, his thoughts somewhere far away.
Come back again.
The terminal screen says system lockdown. Oh, good.
Come on, don't be shy.
The middle-aged woman gives you a friendly smile. Hello, please sign the petition to forbid these horrible e-entertainments. Ask what she means. Games! On every terminal and communicator. All these falling cubes and flying blocks look innocent, but they turn people into zombies. They distract us from productive work and cause violence. We're only one step away from real bloodshed. Sign the petition. Save the human race. She urgently presents the petition to you. Refuse, and add you actually like these games. She's making a mountain out of a molehill. She looks disappointed. Well, I hope you understand one day.
Bye-bye. Oh, good to come back again.
Until the end of the game.
I just fucking beat a door open. She didn't seem to care. The point gap is minimal. Basic servo shell manual. Oh. Techno Woman comic issue. Very nice. Where is this boxes it talks about? I don't see the boxes.
lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until
Hiya.
Two blacks, a man and a woman, are sipping beer on a couch in front of a television. They're watching a recorded baseball game. The Anchorage Huskies against the Crystal Sands Rogues. Halsenshed, the Rogues runner, streaks from base to base like a hurricane and gets a run for his team. Rogues, 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 chant the blacks, rhythmically punching the air above their heads. Chant rogues. Glued to the screen, the female guard claps one hand on the sofa cushion next to her. You a fan too? Crash it here, let's watch. Answer you don't follow sports, wonder why the blacks are rewatching an old game. The blacks glance up to you, then exchange looks. The young guard takes a pull on his bottle of beer. You want to know why we're watching this specific game? What do you say, Kesha? He gives his partner a gentle nudge. Kesha, a muscular girl with a fro, nudges him back. The Rogues were fire. Before the incident, it was like this. Every season, the worst player on the team was sent to the dome, so the guys went balls to the wall. You know, since this game, no one else has been sent here. Jordan, what are you laughing at? The guard points at the screen. Makes sense. If I were them, I'd play like a madman too. He nudges Kesha in the side again, and she punches him back. She grabs the beer from Joran and takes a drink herself. You're already inside the dome, you idiot. Ask what they think happened to the Rogues. Keisha scratches her chin with the lip of her beer bottle. Yeah, I think about it sometimes. What's going on, Mystics? Rumor has it they were transferred to the dome shortly before the incident, but I don't really believe it. If they're here, why don't they play? She pats the sofa, but I'm not worried. We still have tapes of their best matches. Sit down and watch a game with us. You sit down on the couch in the blacks and watch the rest of the match, sipping a cold beer. As expected, the Rogues win. Keisha summarizes. That match was up like a firecracker. That matchup was a firecracker. I can't even remember how many times I've watched it, and it never gets old. Get up from the sofa and leave.
take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the Rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the Rogues take the lead again.
The point gap is minimal,
The point gap is minimal.
and we expect the intrigue to continue to the end of the game.
And the Rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the Rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the Rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game.
I like how they were trying to figure out who stole the food, and I'm here just raiding the place. A rat roast. Oh. Heat and beans. I don't get why the floor sweepers are all clipping into the floor. That one didn't look like it was, actually. Vigorous. What did I get vigorous for? Taking a a bathroom break? Judging from the warm kitchen odors filling the tunnel, you're in the right place. You can hear the distant chatter of the TV in the barracks throughout the ventilation grate. You can't get a good view of the kitchen. All you can see through the grate are doors, tables, and an orange couch. Move away. You can't get a look into the kitchen through the grate. Leading from the tunnel towards the kitchen are two narrow ventilation shafts ending in small round grates. As you approach one of the shafts, you stop to peer through the grill. Examine the kitchen. You see yellow shelves in the wall and the hideous orange couches. You see a wet vac and several planters with herbs. It's a kitchen like any other. Directly below the vent is a refrigerator. You can't see the fridge from this vantage, but you can hear it humming. Look for anything unusual. Give the space a long, careful look. There's nothing unusual except a strange painting on the wall. Or is it a photograph? Hard to tell where you stand. Move away. Let's double check the other one here. Can't see the fridge. Tables have been cleared. It's covered in smutty glasses and dirty car. Check out the doors. You give the kitchen a quick glance over. There are 3 doors in the dining room. One leads to the shower, another to the bathroom, and judging from the muffled sounds of the TV, a third leads to the break room. Nothing unusual. Sit down and wait. Waiting it is then. You sit down on the ventilation shaft floor and become lost in thought. The sound of the door opening disturbs your thoughts. Someone has arrived in the kitchen. You only see a vague, shadowy figure through the grill. You should get closer if you want to study the person. Crawl up and look through the grill. Luckily, you were never the biggest kid in class. You're easily able to crawl up into the ventilation system and squat near the grill. You have a better view of the kitchen from here. The guard who entered the kitchen looks really suspicious. His excessive caution betrays him utterly. After carefully surveying the surroundings, he opens a common fridge, takes out 2 lunch boxes, and quickly shifts the contents from one box into the other. Oh, you know it's, what's his name? So unsatisfied with the lunch boxes, he grabs a sandwich from the shelf and stuffs it in his mouth, glancing about thievishly. He leaves as quickly as he entered, but you get a clear look at his face. You've seen this guy at the walk-through metal detector while stepping out of the elevator. Wait and crawl back from the grill. It was, oh, what's his name? Yamamura? The end of the game.
And the rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. Come on, don't be shy.
An orange is scrubbing the floor under the tireless gaze of a black standing next to him and barking out orders. The guard touches the rag with the tip of his boots. You're doing it wrong, Rain. In response, the orange mumbles gruffly into his long gray beard without lifting his head. I'm doing the best I can. You don't like it, mop it yourself. Maybe you could train a monkey to do it in your spare time. Intentionally trot on the clean part of the floor as you move away. Continue listening to their smack talk. The security guard shakes his head, obviously annoyed. I'll tell you one more time. You did it right during the test, but now you're just spreading dirty water everywhere. You're making circular motions when you need to zigzag. Zigzag! The gray-bearded floor scrubber sighs. I had a hangover during the cleaning test and my hands were shaking. But circles work much better, really. Sinusoidously. Interference, say moving the mop sinusoidally is the optimal solution. Both the black and the orange turn to stare as though you were from an alien in a distant galaxy. The guard glares at you. Sinusoidally? He replies disapprovingly. Sinusoidally. Rain echoes, his rag in his hands dripping soapy water. The orange sighs again and moves back to work, grumbling sinusoidally. Give me a fucking break. The black points at the elevator. You better get sinusoidally lost. Don't sabotage our work progress. Do I like mashed potatoes with or without pieces of potatoes left? I like it more without, but I'm okay with having it. If you get my drift. Move away.
Is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the rogues take the lead again.
I'll be honest and say I like putting garlic powder on my potatoes. It makes them nice. I like how stealing ammo gives you experience. Clearly not my ammo, but you know.
And the rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game. And the rogues take the lead again. The point gap is minimal. We expect the intrigue to continue until the end of the game.
I came in this way, right? Yeah. I'm gonna talk to him, not stand on top of him.
Glad to meet you.
You like the pieces left? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not opposed to it. I just generally like it without. Say you know who's been stealing the food. Tom spreads his hands. He doesn't look surprised at all. Ah, that dick? I always said something was off with that, Nakayama. You told Aguirre yet? You tell him. Let him know too.
Have a good one.
Like it both ways? Yeah, like I said, I don't dislike it. It's just I like it better without. I don't put gravy on my mashed potatoes generally, which I know is weird. I will accept being weird in that regard. And with the garlic powder and a little bit of butter, I don't think it needs it. Aguirre is still hiding behind his monitor. Only the quiet clickety-clack of his keyboard gives him away. Say that Nakayama is the one stealing food. Aguirre scrunches up his face. Yato? That's funny. I thought he hated thieves. Antonio unclips his walkie-talkie from his belt. Aguirre. Detention -3. Apprehend an employee. Nakayama. Yes, once he's in custody, place him in solitary. Several minutes later, you see Nakayama struggling desperately against a pair of guards dragging him down the hall. Aguirre shakes your hand. Thanks for the help. I'll make sure he gets the bog diet that's coming to him. Thanks again. Ask what bog diet is. The black sniggers. He'll be cleaning the bogs. Get it? Oh, God.
See you again soon. To continue until the end of the game.
He's still stuck cleaning, though. Okay.
Glad to meet you.
When you approach, Nakayama lowers his face to avoid your gaze. Oh, it got replaced. And diligently polishes the floor. Move away.
Nice chatting.
God. I'm sure it was nice chatting. I think that's all we can do here.
To continue until the end of the game.
I didn't explicitly check out the shower room, but I think I'll be okay without stealing everything. Was there a servo shell in here? No. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. Can I use that servo shell? Kepler greets you with a firm handshake. I went to see Holiday. He's already joking around, little bastard. Things aren't as bad as they seemed. Ask if you can help him somehow. Kepler stays quiet for a bit. Actually, you can. Here's hoping this isn't secret information. Holiday and I were going out to Nashville to find out what happened there after Maelstrom. No one nosed around here. No one nosed around out there after the incident, and apparently no one will anytime soon. Holiday is on his way way over his head, of course, so neither of us is going there anytime soon. The soldier sighs heavily and lowers his gaze. Kepler looks at you again. Bottom line, if you could go out there and place this activity tracker, I'd be grateful. Ask how the device works. Kepler frowns. I'm no scientist, so I'll put it simply. The white side of this gizmo tracks psychic field fluctuations. Ask about your reward. Kepler frowns, but apparently deeming it a fair question, shrugs. If you place the beacon, you can take Holiday's armor. It'd be written off anyway, so waste not, want not. Tell him you're ready to bring the device to Nashville. Kepler brightens quite a bit at the news. He puts the device in your hands. Great. Just place this thingy in the truck parking lot and get the hell out of there right away. He lays a heavy hand on your shoulder. Don't play hero, okay? If you feel you can't handle it, back away. I want that armor. He's gonna yell at me, right? Oh no. He just lets me get inside of it? Don't touch it. Okay, well, never mind. Gunter Haas, guarding the armory. I'm gonna hit the bathroom and grab some iced tea, so I'll be right back, right? Alright, Chad, I got a question for you. Is French onion dip the same thing as sour cream and onion dip? I couldn't find sour cream and onion dip, but I found French onion dip. I don't know if it's the same.
Come on. Don't be shy.
Jenkins is standing by the metal detector. He gives you the thumbs up. Go on, no inspection today. He puts his hand to the peak of his cap in a mocking
I
gesture.
hope to see you again soon.
No, it's not the same? Oh no. Rip in peace, man. Laboratory and medical aid station. I couldn't find like pre-made sour cream and onion dip. And I didn't really want to go backtrack to find the powder to make regular sour cream and onion dip. So I bought French onion dip. So now I'm going to be sad. The meal kits I've been getting keep coming with like carrots to make roast carrots, or like string beans to make roast string beans. No, it's not. It's for dip. And I don't like roast carrots or roast string beans, but I do like raw carrots, and I'm okay with raw string beans. So I was going to eat them raw, and I figured, I might as well get some dip with it. You know, why not? I'll offset any health benefits of eating a carrot by smothering it with dip. And here we are. right where we are. No, it's literally just to eat.
Floor level -4. Laboratories and hospital.
A decon room. Probably should go left. My hip's being a little bit hurting today. Couldn't tell you why. Probably because I slept on it weird, to be honest, but
Hi there.
a short man is slowly wiping the medical block floor with a rag, although it's already sparkling clean. The badge on the stranger's outfit, orange uniform, reads Abner Adamitis. Oh, he was something we wanted to do. He accidentally pushes the mop over your foot. Quit dancing around. Take a close look at this character. You eye him head to toe. He has a narrow face and thick glasses. His hair, mustache, and beard are all carefully groomed, and unusually, his orange overalls fit perfectly. Even his hands look bizarrely kempt. He's either a metrosexual or a psychopath for neatness. The mop sloppily kisses your foot again. What? The orange's gaze is distinctly unfriendly, even defiant. Ask him about the escape. Excitement flashes for a fraction of a second in Adamitis' eyes and is replaced by hastily feigned composure. 11 patties? Holy shit. Well, I mean, I guess you got leftovers, right? The mop brushes the tip of your shoe. Quit stomping around. What escape? What are you on to? Ask him directly and rudely. You're guessing Abner is a sensitive type. Riling him up should be easy. The orange goes pale with rage. The mop handle squeaks in his two-fisted grip. Who wants some? I have leftover enchiladas from lunch, but thank you. Why, you bastard. Tell him you've both had a hard day and need to cool off instead of getting into a fight over nothing. Your calm tone has an almost magical effect on the orange. He relaxes his grip on the mop and nods several times. That makes sense. Okay, let's just talk it through. Once he's sure no one's around to overhear, he walks up to you. I'll be a bit more specific. There's a shower room in the orange residential area. They go in there and run the water while discussing vital issues. If you ask me, that would include topics like escape. That's all I can tell you. Ask him politely what else he can tell you. The orange takes a couple of steps back. That's all. Don't walk here.
I hope to see you again soon.
Steal his mop. He's using a broom to mop the floor. Okay.
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
They didn't
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
I'm gonna say they didn't decontaminate my buddies, but yes they did. I actually kind of want to eat the rest of the enchiladas, but I am streaming. The Kronos logo on the terminal screen has been rendered in pixels rather than ASCII characters. This must be a new version of the Saros installed. The terminal itself looks new too. Main menu, user page. Good day, employee. Enter a command to open the desired menu. Mail, access mail. Reg Pat, register patients for appointments. List Pat, display a list of registered patients. Log out. Enter mail. Apparently, the employee who runs this computer cleans out their inbox on a regular basis. There's only one message, dated September 12th. Read. Dear Miss Storch, there's an unofficial request from me personally, not the department. Oh, this is an unofficial request from me personally, not the department. I heard you received the body of an engineer who had been working on the Cascade 3 group. If the remains haven't been cremated yet, I would like to examine them. I know there's regulations between the New Committee and White Swan. Oh, I know that the regulations between New Committee and White Swan are by no means smooth, but these differences should not interfere with the interest of science. Please let me know as soon as possible. G. Sarvosky. Menu. Register patients. You enter the command. The system requests you enter a password. I'll have the menu. The password. I like how it tells me where the password is though. List patients. Peggy York.
Good day to you.
Black smothers a yawn with one hand. Ask if anything's happening around here. Interesting. The black scratches her head. Well, I've heard the oranges have started draining Freon from the refrigerators. Can you imagine? They sell it to the blues, and the blues buy it because where else are you going to get Freon these days? It's enough to make a statue weep.
It was nice chatting.
Ooh. Oh, there's Holiday.
Good day to you.
A skinny but muscular guy is laying in a hospital bed, surrounded by semi-transparent tubes. A sheet of paper on the wall with the thinnest, tiniest possible trace of blood says the patient's name is Charles Holiday. The prone man turns his head slightly towards you. Where's your beard, St. Peter? He laughs at his own joke and immediately falls into a fit of coughing. One of the tubes running from his chest splatters red with droplets of blood. The black immediately stops laughing. Sorry, I feel exactly as shitty as I look. And thanks, I guess I owe you my life. Ask him what went wrong with the mission. Holiday emits a hoarse sigh, and the tubes connected to his torso quiver sympathetically. You mean, why am I still alive? It's because those fops had nothing but clubs. They still did a pretty good job. The Black's eyes glaze over. Sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking straight. Morphine must be doing its job. The good shit. Oh, it's good shit. I recommend catching a bullet one of these days and trying it out. He laughs. Ask him where his squad was attacked. The injured man stares at the ceiling. Capo didn't tell you anything, did he? Yeah, he's real... Sorry, but I don't remember a damn thing. Morphine. Inquire whether he saw anything odd. Holiday tries to smile. Yeah, I was 12 when my mom married that asshole. Now that's weird as hell. His face grows serious. I seem to have seen her, their queen. The Fops queen. There was a hill, and there was a car at the top. It's all a bit of a blur now, but I remember her crowned head clearly. Turns out it's no fairy tale. Those freaks really do have a queen. The Black calms down a little. Of course, that's not going in the report. They'd think I lost my marbles. Like a blind guy at the brothel. What? Do you know that one? Shit, I can't remember it. Seems to get my damn thoughts. I can't seem to get my damn thoughts together. A blind guy at a brothel? I'm sure. It's hilarious. Encourage him to tell a joke. You tell a joke about a pirate with patches over both eyes. Charlie guffaws. Encourage him by telling him a joke. Hitler's retirement in Argentina. He smiles. A Soviet spy in the U.S. Congress. When you say Mr. Ivanov has removed his felt boots, Holiday cackles loudly. Oh, these are just punchlines without the setup.
I hope to see you again soon.
Holiday is seriously injured. You don't know enough about medicine to make a prognosis. I don't want to make a prognosis. I want to heal me.
Become a city. But that was only the beginning. Around the aperture at the top of the dome, a transition station was erected, which was called the Spire.
Sparrow shuffles his feet impatiently, but he looks deadly serious.
Terminal's broken. I'm gonna take a nap in the bed. Brand new glossary poster with information about escalating stages of radiation sickness.
Good day to you.
The bulky man looks gloomily up from the report he's reading. Yes? A shiny badge sewn into his white collar reads, Ilya Andreev, laboratory assistant. Ask him what he does here. Realizing it's hope that you will simply leave him alone is futile, Ilya sighs. I enter statistics related to scientific activity and write reports. But more importantly, I can read whatever I want. In my free time, I play board games and work out at the gym. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like I work out. Tell him just looking around. You can look around, just don't touch anything without permission. As if by accident, Ilya adjusts the hem of his lab coat so you can see his holstered pistol. See ya.
Have a good one.
This isn't a glioma. It's regenerating nerve tissue. Oh, And look how quickly it's getting better. Sensational. There are bite marks on the body. Presumably. Don't touch my things.
Don't touch certain things of his, apparently.
Hi there.
A keen man, dressed in white, is reading out excerpts from clinical records and adding his own comments as he goes. He looks up and gives you a cheery nod. Good afternoon. Come in, come in. Is this your first visit? Any complaints? You ask what he's doing here. The white jokingly raises 2 fingers to his temple. Magellan Station Staff Physician at your service. He spreads his arms over the table piled with papers. What am I doing? We're all human, even under the dome, and people tend to get sick. If you studied your contract carefully, you should have noticed that you have health insurance. So, what have you got? Ask for a diagnosis. The doctor scans you with a variety of unfamiliar devices. Well, you have several problems, but where would we be without those little challenges, eh? Shall we begin? Sure. Some time after the procedure begins, you realize with amusement that you're absolutely healthy. The doctor is smiling happily. So you see, science is capable of anything, and when we have finally revealed the secrets of the forefathers, whew. So, any other complaints? Thank you and leave.
Nice chatting.
Yeah. Thanks for healing me up, Doc. Can I use your computer while you're on it? Yes. The terminal on his desk smells distinctly of alcohol-based sanitizer. The keyboard looks clean as new. Clean as new. The terminal is either only rarely used or wiped clean way too often. The faded symbol on the keys support the second assumption. Main menu user page. Good day, Antiloy. Enter a command to open the desired menu item. Mail. I can't believe he's letting me read his mail right here. Berdansky's messages are all neatly sorted into folders. Patient assessments, reports, and personal messages. Unfortunately, the folders are all protected by some complicated password. Except in Sent, there's one unsecured message. Enter read. From Anatoly Berdansky to Gabriel Sarvosky. My regards, Gabe. You asked about our situation. The truth is, it's not good. The number of diseased and wounded have increased across all groups. Most traumas are directly related to anomalies, which have been especially active since the incident. But mainly, the injured are also arriving with gunshot wounds or suffering from animal bites. I'm noticing an alarming trend. Increased reports of not only physical, but also psychological and psychic trauma. Many employees are pathologically afraid of relics, some to the point of mental instability. Unfortunately, our executives are demanding we ignore the results of our psychological testing. I'm forced to tell these poor souls they're healthy and that their condition falls within normal parameters. Far from the truth. P.S. Also, Gabe, pay attention. They brought an engineer from the Cascade 3 group to our morgue. He has the Halo Eye. Request Ava's permission for an autopsy. I'm attaching the results of my examination to the message. There's a file attachment at the end of the message. Go back to the mail. Log out. The glossy plexiglass cover protects 2 reels of magnetic tape. The device could be mistaken for an ordinary tape player, if not for the attached microphone. Looks like an employee forgot to put his voice recorder away. Listen to the recording. You click the playback button. The speakers produce a soft metal squeak of a chair and the sound of a mug being placed on a table. You hear the dry analog crunch of someone's hacking cough. Doctor. Patient. September 7th, 78. Patient. How's it gonna help me? What's this thing for? Doctor. It's just a formality. We're obliged to make records. Now, when did the first symptoms appear? Patient. Thursday. I remember it vividly. Doctor. The chart says you reported sore, swollen eyes, light sensitivity, and visual hallucinations. Is that correct? Patient. Yes, but it's gotten much worse now. I remember it too. Read the inscription on the reel. The red plastic reel has an inscription in violent ink. Francis Eastman, Cascade 3 Group. Listen. You click the playback button. Yeah, like that. Keep listening. I would like to hear more about your hallucinations. Are they consistent? Yes, in fact, there may even be some logic to them. How so? I saw creatures. Very unusual creatures. I cannot describe them. and I can't decide if I really saw them or if they're a symptom of my sickness. I tried to sketch them out on paper, but I couldn't do it. I understand. Let's pause here. I'm going to refer you to Dr. Schroeder. Schroeder? He's an ophthalmologist, I think. Exactly. My preliminary diagnosis is renal trauma, but Dr. Schroeder is an expert in that field. Don't worry, I'll attach the tape to your file. Try to record something of your own. Push the recording button. You tape the first thing that comes to mind. Listen. You hear your own voice in the speakers. Rewind. Oh, rip. I guess we ruined his tape. A block of text glows on the screen. The blues put Medcom in order. I just thought I wasn't recording for a second. I was like, what? But it won't last long. This is the 5th breakdown this year. And no wonder, considering how much is being used. There's no new equipment in storage. But supposedly the Phalanx has a huge warehouse with tons of Medicoms, reagents, surgical instruments, and other medical supplies. Unfortunately, the administration is keeping trade with Zemeckis to a minimum. What kind of funny business is this? I like how it's like really hard to lockpick, but I could just punch it open. Or I guess kick it in this case, even though it shows a fist. What was that last item? Media Forte manufacturing formula. This extensive documentation of the Maximon company contains a chemical formula for the improved regenerative drug, as well as the technology for its production. Super Medikit manufacturing formula. This is a detailed description of the Medikit drug synthesis technology, which is a trade secret of Maxicom Corporation, licensed to Cronus for official use. Does that mean I can actually use it now? Oh, gain some experience from looting again. I have to be close to leveling up again, don't I? Maybe. Sort of, yeah.
Come on, don't be shy.
Hey, psst, come on. Turning to the voice, you see a short black-haired guy with a neatly trimmed mustache. He's holding a mop, and the badge sewn to his orange overalls identifies him as Enrique Esterno. Here's the thing. My kinsman passed away. Virgin Maria, have mercy on the soul of your humble servant. Without interrupting his incessant chatter, Enrique lifts his eyes to the heaven and crosses himself. Anyways, he's in the morgue now, and the ring, a family heirloom, remains with him. They will not give it back to me, those bitches. Will you help? Remark that as an employee of the White Wing, you're offended by the word bitch. Sure. And Taro pats you on the shoulder with a hard, heavy hand. Well, thank you. He's lying right there as you enter the morgue. He's wearing a gold ring on his left hand. A man of God he was. My kinsman. I don't know, maybe I want to keep it for myself.
It was nice chatting.
Oh, well, I can't get in without picking it, though. Sometimes there are places where you are not allowed to go, and trespassing there is considered a crime. A character who has detected your presence will drive you out of the restricted area. After detecting you for a third time, they'll call for security. Freezing? What do you mean freezing?
Well?
Oh, I didn't know they were with us. Oh, shit. Sprout doesn't have time to leave. Peggy York stops and literally catching him by the arm. Your companion literally blushes with shame. I swear, I don't usually do these things. I don't know what came over me. Some kind of clouding of the mind. I should have dismissed them before I went in there. Hang on. -2 reputation with Sparrow. Rip. I got 2 -2 reputations with Sparrow. Documents prepared by the coroner. A photograph of the dead person is attached to the file along with a medical card. Study it. Card. You lean over the documents. The first line on the top of the page is the name of the dead man, Josh Bigsby.
What do you want?
Really? They're why are they being caught? That's fucking dumb. They're not with me. They're just standing outside.
Garrison and Isolation Ward.
Didn't realize that like you couldn't have them stand there outside. We have to lock them in a closet so no one can see them. That's like beyond dumb. No. Why is everyone fucking standing outside? Fools. I like how I lost 6 reputation from that. What does freezing do?
I think a stranger was in here. I have
No.
to notify security.
Shit. I left the door open. You know this is not going to go well. And we all go into ventilation. Cryonecroid. Incredibly fast. Well, I guess we're fighting soon, considering how close they are to us. We could try and sneak. I don't know. If I fail, I'm just not gonna break in there. You can't pass through them. Shit. Didn't really seem that fast, but okay.
Azra will teach you to win a fist fight. Respect.
Oh, he jammed. Oh, I have reputation up with Sparrow. That's good. I don't know exactly why, but you got to kill one of them, maybe?
Good old-fashioned fist fight.
He's got to heal. Get in your fighting stance. Then defend. Nice crit damage there, huh? Oh, one action point short. Son of a bitch.
A fist fight. Respect. Wanna fight without guns and knives? Come on, get at me.
Saturation fire. 250 fatigue? Each target in a cone, that's why. Oh, interesting. It has a like a cone behind it.
You not keeping up will end badly. Get this up and you'll get a good scolding. You kidding or what?
And frostbiting. Pack of cigarettes on one. A little bit of money on the other. I guess we searched both, yeah. Unidentified person. Oh. Where you going? Don't you fucking moron! What are you doing? He's literally running through all the fucking traps. You're gonna die, you dumb fucker.
Dear, it hurts so much. Oh, Jesus, it burns. Oh, dear, it hurts so much.
Have to put him down, I think. I don't even know. Swollen, disfigured corpse bearing only a passing resemblance to human remains. Herman Lange. Lange? Who knows where this even goes?
Please stand by for decontamination to end.
Where are you fucking going? I don't know why Crump keeps just running wherever the fuck he wants. All he does is fucking get hurt because of it. He got in the fight with the fucking cockroaches. He ran through, what, 6 different traps? Right there? Not traps, anomalies, whatever the fuck it is. York is still trying to find out who broke in. Look, they keep going in and out.
Please stand by for decontamination to end. Please stand by for decontamination to end.
They're just fucking all taking turns running through the fucking decontamination area. Alright, I'm sure she's gonna get upset with us for coming back over here and... What?
Oh, Jesus, it burns. Oh, dear, it hurts so much.
You know, if you got out of the fucking thing, you wouldn't keep triggering it. That's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. Idiots.
Please stand by for
I don't want to decontaminate. I've done it already twice. 4 times. A little bit. We moved to a new area, and we've been going through what is this area? The Magellan Station. So we're on floor -3. So you missed -1, -2. This whole place has its own ecosystem and things going on. So are they gonna find me? Peggy York approaches you wearing a guard's uniform. You're violating the General Dome Code Article 12, Paragraph 3, break-in or attempted break-in. I repent.
Yes.
How did she know it was me? No way of knowing it was me. That's so dumb. Everyone out. Everyone out. Everyone out. Everyone out.
Hi there.
As you approach, Enrique gazes around to make sure no one's listening. What is it now? How's my kinsman? Happily lying around doing nothing? Did you find the ring? Question whether the deceased and Ernesto are actually related. Enrique's sharp fingers dig into your shoulder. What do you mean? Look at this. His mole above his eyebrow. That's our family crest, and the ring is our family heirloom. Give it here, eh? Inform him that you're even more skeptical and will not give up the ring. Enrique punches you in the shoulder. You dirty rat. When you die, Satan will be waiting to fuck you in hell. Classic. The orange steps aside and grumbles to himself, going back to mopping the floor.
Have a good one.
I'm glad my reputation with Sparrow was able to tank while doing this quest. Yeah, I've been playing for 3-ish hours, so a fair amount, unfortunately.
Remember, our honest work will make the world
But the VOD will be up for
a better place.
watching if you want to catch up. Basically, we essentially came here to check out why the power's down on the emulator, and we've been helping solve their problems around here as well. George Zarnis.
Howdy.
All right, Palm, have a good one. The White Wing employee whispers something, gazing up at the ceiling. He doesn't even notice you. His pale uniform is covered with spots and stains in many different colors. Even the badge with his name, George Zarnis, is smeared with something pink. He jerks his head up and squints at you nearsightedly. Do I know you? Excuse my curiosity, but didn't we meet at Concord? I'm sure we had a lovely conversation, although I can't recall the details. Anyway, are you here for reagents, or are you looking for a scientific curator? Either way, you've come to the right place. Offer the trade points for items. George pulls a spotless Ceres out of his leatherette case from his pocket. Which points are you going to spend? He asks, clicking buttons. Cronus points. Zarnis turns a handheld screen towards you. Cronus points it is. Let's take a look. Energon, a medkit, Elegon, Arad, Radforce, chemical reagents. Doesn't say how many I have. Yeah, I don't have any. The professor puts his computer back in his pocket. You've got to be more decisive. Fortune favors the brave, as they say. How else can I help you?
Bye-bye.
And that's it. Look at how much shit is in this room. Some money. Why is this one locked? I get kicked out for trying to search a locked locker.
Dieter, I won't let you. Just forget about it. This is a very rare thing. Do you understand? And are you still prepared to take this chance?
And what about Curie? What do you say, Reuben?
Curie? Wait, I don't get it. How long did we end up discussing Curie?
Curie, Bruno, von Braun, all of them took risks. You know, Reuben, risk is an inevitable part of scientific research.
Oh dear, I can't believe I fell for it again. Let's get this straight, Dieter. I'm not Pierre, you're not Marie, and the risk in this case is not worth it. So I say no, Dieter. No, don't even try.
Reuben Louis. Passing through the laboratory, you accidentally witness an argument between two White Wing employees. A pale, bespectacled man with a beard flails his scrawny arms as if drawing something in the air. But all hail progress. The caps on Blanca's shampoo have a silicone base. You remove the silicone bit, use it to cover the pointed part of the relic, roll it up in plastic film, and... His opposite shakes his head in annoyance. Dieter, this is not a scientific approach. There is value with it, but there is also an unknown factor, which you propose to mitigate with a shampoo cap. Seeing you looking at him, he abruptly stops talking. After an appraising glance, the White comes closer. There's a relic in our laboratory that we have to bring to the surface, but it's sensitive to decontamination. My colleague is positive that a plastic wrap and silicone caps will protect the artifact from the effects of the gas, but I say it's too risky to rely on such medieval methods. We should just turn off the sprinklers. Reprimanding employees for attempted misconduct? Say you're ready to help. The white directs a superior gaze at his colleague. And you say shampoo caps? He shakes your hand. Thank you for working for the advancement of science. Ask how the decontamination chamber can be switched off. Levy lowers his voice. Being a security protocol, the decontamination chambers are in Blackwing's domains. Antonio Aguirre can switch them off, but we prefer to keep this a secret as possible. After all, we are violating safety regulations. Say you understand and move away. Boy. Terminal says system lockdown. The flickering screen on the terminal displays a scientific article. The cursor flashes on the command line. Enter read to read the contents of the screen. You run through the text. Thanks to our latest research, we are now one step closer to the technical implementation of the human-machine neural interface. This opens up tremendous opportunities in various areas of technology, but above all in creating giant anthropomorphic robots. Read on. The article isn't what you call entertaining. Rather, it puts you into a kind of a hypnotic trance. You come to your senses after a while and read through the lines on the screen again. The nature of the so-called psionic effect of some relics remains unknown. The hypothetical psion particle, as it was dubbed in our laboratory, might not even be involved in any of the 4 known types of physical interaction. It's read down, not read on. You read a couple more pages. Your gaze stops at the last paragraph. It is doubtful the influence of relics on the psyche has a physical nature. Most likely, we are dealing with suggestion, autosuggestion, and in some cases, mass hysteria. Entities shouldn't be multiplied unnecessary. Relic storage. Oh, it's locked. Damn it. Bioflask with a brain. A flask that calls to mind the Beauty and the Beast cartoon contains something much more valuable than a rose. A pale brain, wrapped in wires and sensors, floating in dense fluid. A small compressor saturates the liquid with oxygen, filling it with churning bubbles. Carefully inspect the flask. After careful examination of the flask, you find a small pink tag at the base of the container. The label reads, Chimpanzee Brain. Inspect the brain. It is a brain. You won't get yourself a Nobel Prize for this scientific conclusion, but it is 100% accurate. I don't have enough science. Find out where the wires and hoses lead. You inspect the cables. This one is the power supply. The second, with a round DIN connector, is a universal interface and may be used to enter information. The third cable is quite simple. It's for video communication. It's connected to a monitor on the same desk. You turn on the monitor. The screen is empty except for the following line at the top. I swim hot and go around hot, I eat hot. Intriguing. The second cable connects to the microphone is even more intriguing. It seems the brain is in the flask receives an audio signal and produces an answer that is displayed on the screen as text. Not words, but images converted into text. Calmly speak into the microphone. Big kinsman neither states nor asks. The brain in the jar. And just watch. You have to wait a very long time before the words I swim appear on the screen. Pithy. Shush into the microphone. Others, I run, I look. What could it possibly mean? I don't want to roar into the microphone. What if it gets crazy? The screen instantly is filled with rows of characters. I kill, height above others. It is the only somewhat comprehensible phrase among the jumble of unrelated words. Move away. There's a medical safe here. It doesn't say it's illegal to lockpick it, though. Oh, wait. I was expecting like normal shit. That was actually something crazy, wasn't it? A Koch hermetically sealed helmet. Huh. Interesting. Pick up that can. Oh, yeah. Well, you never know when you're going to need another broom. I got several hammers as well. And wait till you see how many shovels I have. It actually might be one right now. Yeah, just one. I sold the rest of them. A little candy. A crawfish candy.
Please stand by for decontamination to end. Please stand by.
No. Did I just walk through the door? Theodore McCready.
Howdy.
Through the mask, though the mask hides his features, you immediately know who's standing in front of you. The scientist's clothes shimmer with thousands of blue particles. You've only ever met one person so passionate about microlux, and the name on the badge confirms it, Theodore McCready. He recognizes you too, but doesn't look surprised at all. He nods absently at you. Ask how he survived the incident. The White responds with absolute composure. Very easily, tell the truth. I saw Maelstrom, but it didn't affect me at all. The worst thing I endured was a week at the picnic. Melville was an awful cook, you know. Even frying up a cheese pancake is beyond him. Oh, I wouldn't bring myself to eat his food. Oh. What if you made pancakes but with little bits of cheese instead of like chocolate chips? Maybe with some jelly. Actually, yeah, a little salty cheese and some jelly on the pancake might not be so bad. I don't know. Credit where credit's due. Aaron does a good job running the gas station. The picnic is considered to be a very important place in the desert, but still perseveres its independence. Oh yeah, it definitely would depend on the cheese. The scientist's brow wrinkles in thought. Find out his attitude towards Henrietta Russo. The scientist brightens right away. It's easy to criticize ambiguous projects, to sit around with your feet up questioning the serious researcher. I've got one thing to say to all these critics. Get off Henrietta's back and let her do her job. You're not interested in her work ethic, are you? Well, in regular life, Russo's very funny. She wears colorful socks and likes to tell gross jokes. A chuckle comes from behind the mask. Find out what he thinks about the emulator project. The scientist spreads his hands. All reasonable people share the same opinion about the emulator. Everyone has put aside their doubts and work for the good of the project. If the emulator can't save us, nothing will. Maelstrom will continue to spread, and 30,000 people will have their brains boiled. Ask how his research is going. Theodore runs a hand over his helmet. Very well, actually. I dedicated several years of my life into researching the nature of microlux, and now it's bearing fruit. The White switches on his Ceres and turns it towards you. The microlux is actually created by mobioses, but it's not bio-waste. It acts as a tool to form an information field. He excitedly shares his findings. A speck of microlux isn't just a data point. The information contained in these structures synchronizes when they're within a certain range. In theory, every mobios under the dome can receive information simultaneously. Ask him how it can be put into action. McGrady begins counting off on fingers. First, computer networks. Second, optical information transfer. Third, fighting mobioses. Fourth, a possible key to describe such data. Fifth, do we need a fifth? Ask Theodore what the mobios is doing here. McGrady looks down at the enclosure. I'm glad you asked. This is a unique specimen, perhaps the only one under the dome. It shows no signs of aggression, at all. The white steps over to the edge of the parapet, and the mobios runs up to him like a friendly dog. Theodore takes some crumbs out of his pocket and scatters them in the cubicle. We call him Terry, short for terror. Funny, right?
See ya.
So I could just go down and, like, say hello? Oh, okay. That's not what I thought would happen. Well, it's nice to know there's a friendly little buddy here waiting for me. That might be it for me on this floor, at least.
Please stand by for decontamination to end. Please stand by.
Where is he fucking going?
Stand by for decontamination to end.
Why is he taking the longest possible route? I just fucking hate that he routes the weirdest fucking ways. That's so annoying. Oh, we're on floor -4, so you missed 1, 2, and 3.
Floor level minus.
Terminal shows a long list with title and subscript. Disciplinary punishment for most recent reporting month. Warning. The following information is intended for maintaining security of the station. We are strongly encouraged not to use this data for the purposes of blackmailing, bullying, or discrimination. Enter inmate asks to view data on Abby Sinclair. Abby Sinclair, Blue Wing, electrical engineer, alcohol abuse, debauchery, antisocial behavior, restrictive measurements, 3 days in 1st Division punishment cell, fine, compulsory visit to psychotherapist. Inmate EE. Enrique Interno, Orange Wing, junior technician, fraud deception, confidence tricks. Restrictive measures, compulsory community service on the laboratories level. Security supervision. Log out.
Glad to meet you.
Aguirre is still hiding behind his monitor. Only the quiet clackety-clack of his keyboard gives him away. Discuss the possibility of switching off the diffusers in the decontamination chamber. Ugh. Aguirre raises his hands in protest. That would violate the new committee's safety regulations. I'm sorry, but the answer is no. Tell Levy and Heimlich to take no unauthorized action. Convince him it's necessary. You have your way with people, and even Aguirre, who's devoted to rules and order, is swayed by the power of your argument. Antonio turns back to the screen and enters a couple commands. I've deactivated the decon chamber. Tell the scientists.
Hope to see you again soon.
Floor level minus.
I don't know where they're hanging out. I forgot. They're over here, aren't they? Ah, yes, it doesn't stop us and spray us. Awesome.
Greetings.
Levy pulls impatiently on your sleeve. Has there been any progress? I'm relying on you here. Say that you solved their problem. Thank you. Science owes you a lot. He turns to his colleague. Dieter, prepare the relic for transport. Let's begin. After carefully wrapping the relic in layers of silicone, you can never be too careful after all, Dieter leaves the lab. Reuven anxiously watches him go.
Bye-bye.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.
Residential area.
Floor level, -5. Living.
Alright. I've been streaming for 4-ish hours, so I think I'm ready to be done. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you coming to stick around and watching. Hopefully tomorrow I will not have a fever, and I can do some VR, because I have a lot of VR stuff I meant to catch up on. And hopefully everything runs well. So, thank you. Have a good night. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. These interaction reminder things get weird, so I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.